Beautiful. All right, I think I got it now. Perfect. Just have to turn on. All right. Let's see if it's working. If you're a non-Muslim and you disagree with the topic, please do come up. Don't be shy. I don't bite. If you're a Christian, if you're a Jew, anything, you are welcome to join. It's an open panel for you. All right. We got the stream both open on YouTube and on TikTok. Just gotta fix something quick. Perfect. All right, man. How's everybody doing? Sorry, guys. I just had to take care of some technical stuff. But should be good now. Should be good. Let's see if we could accept any guests.
Hello, bro. How are you?
Good. Are you a Christian, Muslim? What are you?
Christian.
Okay. Okay, 1 second. Just want to make sure my YouTube chat can hear you. Give me a sec. YouTube, can
Go
you guys
ahead,
hear
bro.
this guy? Speak one more time.
Oh, hi. How are you guys?
Can you guys hear him on YouTube?
They're saying yes,
All
we
right.
can.
Yeah, they could hear. All right. Excellent. Okay. How can I help you today, man?
I thought, sorry if you put a question I have to ask, but I'll ask. I'll answer eventually. But I was wondering, one question crossed my mind. Is what do you think of this question? What Islam has that makes somebody consider to follow it better than Christianity, or Christianity couldn't come up with it, or Jesus? Go ahead, bro.
Because Christianity is false, demonic, satanic, and invention of human beings.
You finished? That's your answer?
Yep.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, so because that statement, we should become Muslims?
Yeah, Islam is true, Christianity is false. Therefore, that's what Islam has that Christianity doesn't have. If you want to go
Okay.
more in detail, we can go more in detail, but that's a general reason there. So why are you not a Muslim?
Because Jesus is the last one and he's God and all that thing. And why should I believe in your prophet? Give me one reason.
Because he's a true prophet, and the scriptures testify to that. He makes true prophecies, and he has a perfect moral character.
Oh, perfect moral, like marrying young one and unaliving a lot of people and taking women by force.
Let's talk about that. Let's start with the first one. You said marrying a young one. Okay, so you disagree with marrying young women?
That's one of the things, like, you know whom I'm talking about.
Is that something you disagree with? Doesn't align with your moral compass?
Like the 6 years old? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Where is that in the Bible?
No, I'm talking about your prophet, bro.
I know. So you said you disagree with it, right?
Uh-huh.
So where does it say that in the Bible that you can't do that?
You said you can or can't?
That you can't.
Okay, one of the simplest thing the Bible mentioned that the man should get someone that equals to him, equals in maturity and all that thing.
Where does it say that in the Bible? You're just making things up, huh?
No, believe me, I'm not making it. Should
I
be
believe you.
okay.
I believe you.
You know
Bring the
Arabic,
verse.
right? Can I say the word in Arabic? Maybe
Just
you'll
bring the
get
verse.
it.
It's okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
you could say it.
نظيره لازم ياخذ نظيره.
Okay, bring the verse. Let's see it.
I have to look it up. I have to go down
Okay,
and
look it
bring
up.
it up.
No, don't go down. It's okay. You could look it up. I'll wait for you.
Let me see if I can.
Okay. No worries. No worries. All right. Let's see if he has the verse. Let's see if he's got the verse, guys.
I believe Genesis 2:18, but I'm going to open it with you and read it.
Genesis 2:18 says you can't marry a young girl. All
No,
right,
let's read it first. No, it doesn't say that, but let's
Genesis
read it.
2:18. Here we go, guys. It's not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him.
Suitable. So when God created Adam, how old was Adam? Do you think he was 6 years old? And then he made suitable, somebody suitable to him?
So where does it say that a young girl can't be suitable?
No, where it says he was young, she was young, or she was 6, or she was 3.
We don't think that Eve was young. She was a grown woman, created a grown woman from the rib of Adam. So where in the Bible does it say? Actually, as a matter of fact, the Bible says you can marry a young girl. Let's just cut straight to the chase. Did you know that?
Like what, young? What? Like give age.
Like 5, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's what the Bible says. You want to see it?
Wait, first, let me see. So do you agree now? This verse I gave you, it says, give someone equivalent to him, nadhirahu. It equal to Adam. So when
God made a suitable partner for Adam. So where does it say that?
Yeah, so that's marriage.
So where does it say that you can't marry a young girl?
Well, there are other verses too. It says all this puberty thing.
All right. Well, Numbers says you can marry a young girl, little girl. You want to read it together?
Let me open.
Go to Numbers 31, verse 17 and 18 for me, please. Read it.
I'm gonna open it first in Arabic. Hold on. Numbers
chapter 31, verse 17 and 18. I could read it for you in Arabic too if you want, no problem.
Okay, read it in English and Arabic until I open it, if you don't mind.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
فالآن اقتلوا كل ذكر من الأطفال واقتلوا أيضا كل امرأة ضاجعت رجلا ولكن استحيلوا لكم كل عذراء لم تضاجع رجلا. The Hebrew word there for عذراء is little girl.
It's virgin. It's called virgin.
No,
you can say that.
The Hebrew says little girl. I could show you if you want.
But you just said adra. Adra means little. Virgin.
That's what the Arabic translation is saying, but that's not what the Hebrew
says. Okay. Proceed. Okay.
Yeah. So you can marry a little girl, take her for yourself?
They'll continue. But continue the verse. Let's say what it's saying.
Oh, you want me to read the context? Sure, I could read it for you.
Okay,
from where do you want me to start?
Let me open actually. عدد 13.
No. آية 17 and 18, verse 17 and 18.
بس عدد 13 صح؟ 13? Numbers 13 you said?
31. Chapter
31. Okay. So let me open it here.
Yeah. Read it for us from your Bible.
Okay, I'm open. Chapter 17.
Verse 17, brother. Verse 17, not chapter 17.
Yeah. I'm trying. Just my computer is slow. Forgive me for
No
that.
worries.
Verse 17. فلا نقتل كل ذكر من الأطفال وكل امرأة عرفت رجلا بمضاجعة ذكر اقتلوها.
كمل.
لكن جميع الأطفال من النساء اللواتي
الله الأطفال من النساء. كمل.
اللواتي لم يعرفن مضاجع الذكر ابقوهن لكم حياة.
Allahu Akbar. So the Arabic in your translation it says, all the little boys kill them, and all the women who have known a man, who have had sex, unalive them, but all the little girls keep alive for yourselves, right? الأطفال من النساء, the children from the women.
Okay.
Yes? So who's speaking here? Is it God speaking? Is this the word of God?
Let me read the entire thing. And Moses in verse 15 says, Moses وقال لهم موسى. And Moses told them. This is supposedly Moses telling his people.
Yes, this is Musa speaking, given the command of
God.
God.
Okay, he told them that, the 17 and 18. And he says, keep them for you.
For yourselves. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so you agree with this? This is the word of God, right?
Of course it's word of God, but what is it saying?
This is the word. 1 second. And who's God? God is Yeshua al-Masih, right? Jesus Christ.
Yeshua wal-Ibn. Okay. Yeah.
الاب والابن والروح القدس إله واحد, صح؟ وهذا الإله واحد, this one God, this one triune God is speaking in the Old Testament, right?
Okay.
So this one God, which includes Yeshua, Jesus Christ, he tells Moses and the congregation of Israel and the soldiers to take little girls for themselves, right?
Okay.
So you agree with that or disagree with that? Because when you were talking about the prophet's marriage as if it's something wrong, so I just wanted to see if this is something you agree with. What do you think?
Keep them alive. In verse 18 it says keep
for
them
what?
alive. Means
For what?
Don't unalive them. He says just keep them.
For what? كمل الآية.
Bro, if you listen, verse 17, if you read it, it says unalive all the males.
الأطفال من الرجال قتلوهم, صح? The little boys, they unalive them, yes?
Unalive, but the young, don't unalive them. Keep them.
Just 1 second. الأطفال من الرجال قتلوهم أم لا? The little boys, they unalive them or no? Okay, good.
Yes, it says unalive them.
لحظة. النساء الذي عرفوا رجلا, يعني النساء, the women that are not
These are women already.
Those girls, those women unalive them too, right?
No, it says don't unalive them because they're women. They're not going to fight.
Read the verse again. You see, you're not reading. Read again. Read verse 18 again.
You read it.
Here we go. والآن اقتلوا كل طفل ذكر وكل امرأة 10 رجلا. يعني كل طفل رجل, كل طفل من الرجال, كل طفل ذكر قتلوه, وكل النساء الذين عاشروا رجلا قتلوهم أيضا. أما الفتيات اللواتي لم يعاشرون أحدا فابقوا على حياتهن لكم. And the little girls who have not known a man, then keep alive for yourselves. Yes?
Yes, in verse 17 it says the woman.
Good. Okay, good. So the women that are not virgins, unalive them. The boys, the little boys, unalive them. But the little girls who are virgins, keep alive for yourselves. Yes?
In verse 18, it says the little ones, these are the virgins, means they're not married, they're
Yes.
young. So
Yeah.
they
Keep alive
didn't
for your
unalive them.
right.
They
For
didn't,
what?
because they're women. They're not going to unalive them because they're
they
incapable.
already unalive the women who are not virgins.
Yes, bro, because the women have husbands and the women, maybe those fight, but this one's
Okay,
young.
so
They
the women,
haven't.
right? But the young boys they unalived. It's not about young or not young. The young boys unalived. The women who are not virgins unalived. But the little girls keep alive for yourselves. Lakum. Lakum. For what? To do what?
Okay, I'm with you. To do what? You tell me to do what. Does it say to
Isn't
do
it?
what?
Yes, it does.
Where?
In
Show me.
Deuteronomy 21, verse 10 to 14. It
Okay,
tells you
let me open
exactly
it.
what to do with that.
Okay, I want to go there. Believe me.
Sure, go
Deuteronomy,
there.
Tethnia.
تثنية إصحاح 21 الآية 10 للآية 14.
10 14. أوكي. إذ خرجت لمحاربة أعدائك ودافعهم الرب إلهك إلى يدك وسبيت منهم سبيا ورأيت في السبي امرأة. If you see in the سبي a woman جميلة الصورة والتصقت بها واتخذتها لك زوجة. أوكي.
كمل.
فحين تدخل إلى بيتك تحلق رأسها وتقلم أظافرها وتنزع ثياب سبيها عنها وتقعد في بيتك وتبكي أباها وأمها شهرا من الزمان ثم بعد ذلك تدخل عليها وتتزوج بها فتكون لك زوجة. Okay.
كمل.
She becomes your wife. You take her as wife.
كمل.
Okay. وإن لم تسر بها فاطلقها لنفسها لا تبعها بيعا بفضة ولا تسترقها من أجل أنك قد أذللتها.
Allah.
Okay.
يعني the captive girls, the Israelites took them to do what with them? According to this verse.
In the verse 10 it says, if you see a beautiful woman, you liked her, take her as a wife. And
Okay,
if not, then...
Beautiful. So then the girls that they took, they could become wives, right?
It says if you liked her, you can have her as wife.
Okay,
Yes.
so then the little girls they could take them as wives at home, right?
It says here woman. It doesn't say little girl here in this verse.
The Hebrew there means female. It has no indication of old woman or not old woman because this verse is general.
We have to go the Hebrew verse and all that. I have the Bible here in front of me. We're reading it woman as it says woman.
Yeah. So
okay.
So the word woman in Hebrew in that passage refers to any female, because the Israelites didn't just take older women, they took any woman, as you see in Numbers 31. They took the little girls for themselves. Right?
Yeah, but it doesn't say they did what? They kept them alive because
it tells you it's for themselves. The little girls were for themselves, not just keep them alive.
To do what?
It's keep alive for yourselves. Are you stupid? What else are you gonna do with them?
You know, you're stupid because here in this verse 11 says woman.
They're war captives.
You're stupid.
The text says to keep alive for yourselves, and Deuteronomy 21, 10 to 14 tells you exactly
for yourself,
what to do
maybe sell
with
them.
A female. Sell them?
No, you're just trying to push that.
Sorry, sell.
You're just trying to
sell them.
I don't know. Maybe for something.
To sell little girls.
I don't know what it says. It says keep them for yourself.
As if that's any better. So then there's a personal usage for these little girls, right?
What's the usage though? It doesn't say what is it. It says keep them alive. It doesn't say for yourself. It says.
So there's a personal usage for these little girls, right?
It doesn't state that clearly. No, you can't.
It says for yourselves.
Yeah, but here it says if you see a woman.
So then there's a personal usage, right?
No, it says if you see a woman. Listen. Hold on.
Does it say for yourselves?
Yeah, it says keep it alive. But then in this verse,
for yourself, just wait, for yourselves, right?
Can you give me a second? Can you give me a second?
I just want a yes.
At least,
is it for
listen. At least here in this verse,
is it for yourselves?
Yes, it says for yourself, but for what it
it's for
doesn't
so
say.
then there's a
And listen,
just
I gave you.
relax,
In this
relax.
verse
Stop. Why are
11,
you
it
panicking,
says
dude? Just
woman.
relax. Take it easy. I'll
No,
read.
let me speak. If you're
Holy
gonna keep
crap!
talking
This
over
guy.
me,
Yo, guys,
I want to tell you something because okay,
this
fine.
guy is
If you're
panicking,
not
man.
okay, thank you. If you're not gonna talk and
No,
you're
I'm
scared
talking.
because what's I'm
You're
coming,
just panicking. You're in panic mode.
because you're not letting me speak. Because your
All right,
prophet took that Maria al he didn't marry her. Listen, prove your prophet married that woman who got her as a captive. بالله عليك هاي المرأة اللي قتل أبوها أمها في نفس اليوم ما تزوجها يقول أم ولد.
So now you're confusing the Jewish wife of the Prophet with Maria al-Qibtiyya. You're confused.
Yeah, why he didn't marry her?
Maria al-Qibtiyya was a gifted concubine, okay? And in Islam...
Why he didn't marry her? Why he didn't marry her?
She was a concubine. She doesn't have marriage status.
It's still, that's fornication.
So
if you sleep with her.
It's not fornication because concubinage is a type of marriage, as Ash-Shafi'i says in his Kitab al-Umm. Anyways, can you stop running and answer the verse?
No, I'm not running. You're running. Thank you. Thank you this much. You're not letting me speak, bro.
No, I'm letting you. Just
I told you.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you, it doesn't say for what. For what? It says keep them alive. And then in your verse...
We'll get to that one by one.
Listen, in verse Tefniyah 21 and the Deuteronomy 21, 11... Okay, then thank you. If you're not going to listen to me, thank you, brother.
You're just panicking.
I appreciate you. God bless you.
Are you going to run? Bye-bye.
You're not letting me speak.
I know, I'm letting you. Go ahead. Speak,
no, you're talking over me.
Address the topic.
Fine. Okay, let's agree to disagree. Thank you so much for the conversation. God bless you.
Okay, bye-bye. Back to Rome. Thank you. Like, this guy started panicking, man. Panic mode, man. Panic mode in the chat, man. Come on. This guy entered panic mode. Started talking about Maria al-Qibtiyya. Confused two different persons, man. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on, man. Let's move on. If you're a Christian, you'd like to come up, please do. For those on YouTube that want to come up, join on my TikTok. That's how you could join. If you're a Christian watching from YouTube, come on the TikTok stream and request up from here. All right. Let's move on now. If you're a Muslim, please don't request up. All right, let's see if this guy is. Hello.
What's up?
Are you a Jew?
Yeah, I am.
Are you sure about that?
Hanji. Ek, do, se,
So we got a Punjabi acting like a Jew up on my panel. I'm not sure why we got Punjabis acting like Jews. Sorry, this live is not for you. You like, brother, go worship your Wahi Guru somewhere else, bro. That's a straight Punjabi right there, bro. Or was that Urdu? I can't even tell. I can't even tell. But anyways, let's move on. Hello.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, man? How can I help you today?
What's going on, bro?
How can I help you, sir?
Yeah. What do we need to discuss? What topic
The
do you
West
want
needs
to?
Islam. Why are you not Muslim?
Oh, because of Muhammad.
What about Muhammad? What
I don't
about him?
know. What about him? I
Yeah,
don't know. He slept with I don't know. Yeah, but I'm not gonna talk
with
about
a
that.
9-year-old. Wow, man,
Oh yeah,
you got me, man. Wow, haven't heard that one before. So yeah, continue. What's the argument?
yeah, but I'm not sleeping with
Then you shouldn't be Christian
Why though?
because the Bible tells you could do that.
Really?
Yep.
What verse?
Numbers 31, verse 17, 18. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28.
What does it say?
Well, it tells the Israelite soldiers and army that the little Midianite girls that they just took as captives in battle, that they could take as wives and concubines.
Right. Is it specifically for a for a war?
Sorry?
Is it specifically for
In that context, it's in the context of war, yeah. So you
yeah,
don't have
but
a problem with sleeping with little girls in war? Is that what you're telling me, sir?
nah, I think the context for that is it's for that particular,
Hmm.
event,
So God,
but it's not for us
so
to.
God allows sleeping with little girls in some contexts.
Well, according to the context, God commanded them to take revenge on the what was the tribe?
By sleeping with little girls.
That was Moses.
Moses slept with little girls.
No, I don't think there's any verse that says
Well,
Moses
read it.
slept with
Numbers
anyone.
31, verse 7. Do you have a Bible on you, or do you want me to pull it up for you?
Yeah, but it's talking about tribal wars though, and how violent they
Oh
are
Lord,
back then.
tribal wars. Well, dude, what are you talking about? Like, what are you
Yeah,
even talking about?
tribal
Tribal wars.
tribal wars.
Do you
Back
even
back in the day,
have you even read the passage? Or are you just making stuff up out of your behind? You just saying words?
uh, I just AI that shit.
Huh?
I just AI that shit.
AI'd?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh Lord. Lord have mercy. All right. So what did your AI tell you?
Right. So apparently it says it was about tribal wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and
Israelites fought, the Israelites were commanded to go to war with the Midianites. Hmm.
yeah,
All right. Did God command them to take little girls as captives?
God commanded them to take revenge on the
Did he also
Midianites.
tell them to take little girls as captives and distribute the little girls amongst the congregation and the soldiers?
Well, apparently AI says it was commanded by Moses.
Yeah, it was also commanded by God in the same
Com-
passage.
God just says that to take revenge. That's
No,
it.
God says to take the little girls and split them up. Like you split up a box of pizza with your friends.
No,
You
it
split
said
up the little girls. That's what you want to read it? Do you want to read the
according.
verse?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Can you go to Numbers 31? Here, I'll pull it up for you so
Okay.
you can see it for yourself. Let's pull it up here. You see, come back. Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. Here's a verse. Take a very good look. You see this verse right here?
Yeah.
Unalive every male among the little ones, and unalive every woman that hath no man by lying with him. But all the women, children that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. And do ye abide without the camp 7 days. Whosoever hath unalived any person, whosoever hath touched any slain, purify both yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day and on the 7th day. And purify all the raiment that is made of skins, and all the work of goat's hair, and all things made of wood. And
Wait a minute. Who's
Eleazar, let me finish. And Eleazar the
okay?
priest, here you go. And Eleazar the priest said unto the men of war which went to battle, this is the ordinance of the law which the Lord commanded Moses. Okay. So this is the Lord commanding Moses, right?
Can you show me the whole, chapter?
Lord have mercy. It's right here, brother. Numbers 31.
And can I read this verse particularly?
Yup, it's
And
verse 21 right there.
the priest said unto the man of war which
went to the battle.
This is
the ordinance of the law which the Lord commanded Moses.
And what does the previous verse says?
To go ahead and take your captives and purify yourselves and your captives, and then go and split up.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul.
Can you go back to the previous verse? Hey, come on.
Lord have mercy.
Can you widen up? Can you widen up the? All right. Can you widen up the whole chapter?
What does that mean? Widen up.
Oh, Lord. I mean, I need to read the context.
Read it, brother. It's right there, bro. Read it. Which
verse
do you want to read?
Bro. Like where we're talking about Numbers 31, verse 17 to 18, right?
Yep.
I gotta need to read the whole chapter.
All right, read the whole chapter. Here, let's.
Not the very. Oh,
get that off my panel. Go read the whole chapter somewhere else, dude. Think I'm gonna sit here and read the whole chapter for you like I'm your teacher or something? Get out. All right. Can we get somebody who's a little bit more intelligent? Somebody just a tiny bit more intelligent. That'd be greatly appreciated. Hello? 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 All right. It's not a bus stop, man. Thank you for coming. Can wait somewhere else. Hello?
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Are you a Christian?
Yeah.
All right. How can I help you today? All right. You just left. All right, so this person is not gonna. All right, see if we can get somebody else here. All right, see if we can get some. Echo somewhere else, man. Hello.
Hello.
What's up, man? How can I help you today?
Yeah, I see the title, The Western Need Islam. Why are you not Muslim?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not a Muslim because of the Prophet Muhammad, the guy you believe with the Prophet.
Yep. What about him?
Yeah, he does not fit to be a prophet.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Because, first of all,
Lord have mercy. What's up with you guys' mics, man? Fix your Wi-Fi, man.
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good. What you got?
I'm actually a Arab Christian from Iraq, and I was planning on converting, but the only problem with Islam is that can you just explain the Aisha? I mean, I'm open minded, so I just want an explanation.
What do you want me to explain about it?
I mean, like him marrying a kid, a prophet marrying a kid. I mean, even Christianity. I mean, that's it.
We don't believe that.
You don't. So what's the explanation? I mean, that's the only problem.
Explanation for what?
What do you mean you don't believe that?
You said he married a kid.
I mean, he married, a 9-year-old, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he married a kid. Is she not a kid?
That doesn't follow. What constitutes a kid and what constitutes somebody who's marriageable?
I mean, just that she was playing with toys.
Nice. So can you answer my question now? What constitutes
I mean,
a kid?
you're being a little condescending. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm open minded, and like you got.
Well, clearly you're not. I could see through you. You came up here and said, "Well, she was playing with kids." Well, that's not an exhaustive answer to my question. So if you really
I mean,
want to have a conversation
I just want an explanation.
About it, right? So give an exhaustive account for what constitutes a kid and what constitutes somebody who's marriageable. That's all.
Did she bloom?
What does that mean?
Did Aisha bloom? Did she hit puberty and bleed?
Hitting puberty means you have to bleed?
Did she bleed though? Can she have kids?
Just 1 second. Hitting puberty means you have to bleed?
In most cases, yes.
In most cases?
Yes.
What's the evidence for that?
I mean, I don't have the evidence on the top of my mind, but it's not general information.
So,
I mean, educate me.
That's not how it works. So we see that according to natural law, which Paul speaks about and the early church fathers speak about, and what we would refer to as the innate disposition, we see a general trend amongst human societies, ancient Egyptians, ancient Persians, ancient Arabs, ancient Greeks, ancient Indians, ancient Chinese. All of these societies are reported to have considered a girl to be marriageable when she reaches puberty and or when she shows signs of pubescence. So at the time of Jesus, that would have been at the age of 12 in the Roman Empire, with the minimum being set at the age of 7, and that's what the Catholic Church later comes and adopts and adds to the canon law, and that's recently updated to 14 for girls and 16 for men. But anyways, we see that there's independent attestation for a girl being marriageable when she shows signs of maturity. And that's exactly what Islam sets marriageability to be at. You have an issue with that?
No, I do not. That's actually a really a good explanation. I've never heard that from a Muslim before. So I have no more questions. I've been planning on converting to Islam. It's just that was the part I was really confused about, and I really thank you for explaining it and clearing up my mind about that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You said you're an Arab Christian?
I mean, yes, yeah. Not Christian. I mean, just a follower of Jesus. Be Christian, yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from Iraq.
Okay, what's your ethnic background?
I'm from Najaf, Iraq. That's my ethnic background.
So, yeah, I'm not asking what city you're from. What's your ethnic background? There isn't just Arabs in Iraq.
I'm not sure what you're asking me.
Okay. I'm asking you because if you're Arab Christian, you're probably Assyrian or Chaldean.
No.
Because you don't know these things, and maybe I feel like you're being a troll.
My family are Muslims, and I just converted to Christianity. I wasn't born Christian.
So now you're an ex-Muslim?
I mean, if that's what you like to believe, yes.
Okay, so now you're an Okay, so what do you know about Christianity? Because
what are you gonna ask me? How many rak'ah are in wudu? Is that what you're gonna ask me? How many rak'ahs are in ghusl?
How many rak'ah and ghusl? Yeah. So what do you know about Christianity?
I mean, Jesus died for your sins. What do you mean? What do I know? You want to ask? You want to
When
test
you
me?
converted to Christianity, what church did you convert to?
I mean, I just claim I'm Christian. I didn't do any conversions. You know, I just read a little bit of the Bible.
You just woke up one day and you said, "I'm Christian. I don't want
I
to
mean,
be
I like
Muslim
to.
anymore. I'm Christian."
I mean, I don't know what you're trying to get at here.
I just like
You're just saying
my troll
I didn't.
senses. My troll
No, I
senses are
didn't.
tickling me. That's all.
I didn't come here. I didn't come here claiming I'm an ex-Muslim. I came here claiming I'm an Arab
I
Christian.
know,
You're just
but
putting that on
then
me.
so you claim to be an Arab Christian,
Yeah.
which is different from now you're an ex-Muslim from Najaf. So you're from Najaf, but you're an Arab Christian. But at the same time, you're really not an Arab Christian. You're ex-Muslim who woke up one day and said, "I want to become a Christian." You don't know jack about Christianity. You see
I
why
do. I
my
do know stuff
troll
about
senses
Christianity. What are
are.
you talking about? Go ahead. What do you mean? I do know
How
stuff
many
about
books in
Christianity.
the New Testament?
I know the general idea of Christianity. Let me make it clear.
Oh man.
I'm not here. What am I here to troll for? I just asked you a question about Aisha.
All right, brother. You said you want to become Muslim, right? Just take your shahada, man. What are you waiting for?
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
All right, that's amazing, man. That's good. And I just want to let you know that if you are trolling, because I can't be sure, although my senses are tickling me, if you are trolling and you're really a Muslim, but you're just here and you want to play games and it's Ramadan, you did commit kufr. It's a major sin. So
I'm
it's good
glad.
that you
I'm
good
glad.
that you
I'm
took your
glad that's what
shahada
you're
again.
thinking. I'm
No,
glad you're like
I'm
thinking the
not,
negative
brother.
side. I love that about you.
Not saying that. I'm saying if that's the case. You see, I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I'm saying if that's the case, I just want to let you know the consequences there. But if I'm wrong, then that's good, man. I'm glad that everything's cleared up now and that you're back to your faith that you abandoned.
Well, I'm glad you really cleared up the Aisha part, because every time I ask a Muslim, they don't know what they're talking about. And I'm not. Are you a scholar or something?
No, man. I'm just a guy with a camera.
Okay, man. Well, I'm gonna leave you to it now. You can go ahead and preach, brother.
Right. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for coming. All right, we got Arab Christian from Najaf, ex-Muslim, woke up one day, became Christian, and yeah, man, very, very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff, to say the least. If you are a Christian or a non-Muslim and you disagree with the prompt, please do come up. This is your opportunity to request up. If you are a Muslim, please cancel your request. I'd appreciate it.
Yo, hello.
Hello.
What's up? What's up? So, I have an
guy.
argument, right? What, do you know me?
No,
Or
I don't
something?
know you.
Okay, great. So, I have an argument, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, if the Quran says Christianity teaches three gods, then it's false. Then just more honest stuff.
If the Quran says Christianity teaches three gods?
Yeah. Then it's false.
Okay, and what verse says that in the Quran?
I can pull it up.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
All right, give me a second.
I don't think he really thought this through before he came up. So let's see. Let's entertain it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm back. So, we can go to like 573. That's gonna be like 1.
What does it say?
I got you, man. Well, those who say Allah is one in the Trinity have certainly fallen to disbelief. There is only one God. If they do not stop saying this, those who disbelieve among them will be affected with painful punishment.
So where does it say there's three gods there?
Well, when it says there that there's only one God, this is going to try to give a defeater to Allah is one in a Trinity.
Yeah, so you agree that saying that there is one and three means three gods in that verse?
That's what the Quran wants to say, but that's why I'm saying it's false.
That's not a necessary implication.
Who's using these modal auxiliaries, just to be clear?
Sorry?
Who's using these modal auxiliaries? Because I'm not using
These
them.
modal what?
Auxiliaries?
I don't
Do you not know what that is?
No, I don't know what that means.
Okay. Cool. Do you have a defeater to the argument?
Am I supposed to know what that means or something?
Yeah, if you take in like basic English, yes.
I've never heard that word before in my life, man. I don't
Hey,
think,
you should look it up though.
I don't think many people have. All right, so Moro, how can I help you? Your argument doesn't follow. I know who you are.
It doesn't follow.
You're a Discord troll. I'm gonna entertain it for a little bit.
Wait, so are you saying modus ponens doesn't follow?
Modus
ponens.
Oh my, here we go. Yeah, the argument doesn't follow because it assumes that the Quran is saying that the Trinity is three gods, right?
Well, obviously the argument is valid, right? You would agree with this. So then you're saying the argument is not sound?
The argument is built upon the fact that the Quran says there are three gods, right?
Okay, is the argument valid or invalid? That's the first premise,
Is the argument built upon the Quran saying that there are three gods?
Yeah, that's what the first premise is trying to say.
So what verse says that?
For the antecedent.
So what verse says that?
I just gave it to you.
It doesn't say that. It's not a necessary.
I just gave you the interpretation that says this.
But it doesn't say that. You interpreted it that way, but it doesn't say that.
Yeah.
So what verse says
well,
that?
that's what you do with every text. You interpret it.
I know. So what verse says that?
I just gave you, right? When it says
but it doesn't say that. I don't see it in the verse.
Okay, just look. When it says this, those who say Allah is one in a Trinity, right? And then it says have certainly fallen to disbelief. So he's saying Allah is saying that
it says one of a three. It says one of a three, by the way, not one of a Trinity.
I mean, that's what Quran.com says. But
no, I know that's what the translation says. It says one of a three. Anyway, so where does it say three?
Cool. There? Let's just say this is the case, right? That's fine. So then it says,
where does it
have
say
certainly
three
fallen
gods?
to disbelief. Just 1 second. And then it says there's only one God, trying to give a defeater to the prior statements that he has made. So he's trying to say, look, that when we're saying Allah is one in a Trinity or Allah is one in three, like you said, that's going to entail that there are multiple gods. That's why Allah is saying there's only one God.
Does Allah also say that the Jews have taken their rabbis and monks as other gods?
I don't know. I'm agnostic.
You're agnostic on that? So the Quran says that the Jews and the Christians took their rabbis and scholars as gods.
Cool.
So how do you interpret that passage?
I don't need to interpret it. What's
is it also saying that Christians there worship more than three gods, like 20
This is just a red herring. This has nothing to do with the argument.
It's not a red herring. It's actually on the argument. You're saying that
verse. I can tell you why.
So can you stop cutting me off before I muzzle you back to Discord, Moro? Thank you. So you're saying this verse is saying, oh, well, Allah says there's one God. That means it's implying there are three gods. Now, you didn't really think this argument through before you came up here because you thought I was going to grant you that. But I'm not going to grant you it. I'm going to give you a hard time. And that's why you're shitting yourself now because you're like, oh, shit, my script failed. So, no, that verse doesn't imply that the Quran is saying there are multiple gods because the Quran views Christians as taking their lords or their rabbis, the Jews taking the rabbis and the Christians taking their monks and church fathers as gods, as lords. So, the very basis of your argument doesn't work, sir.
Wait, that's just, that's false, right? First off, the argument is saying that there exists a verse such that is saying there,
Why are you so shaky, dude? Just let it out.
I don't know, bro. It's just you got aura.
Why are you so nervous?
You got aura. Trust. You got aura. Right, so it says this. So believe in Allah and His Messenger and do not say Trinity, stop, for your own good. Allah is only one God. This is trying to give a defeater to the prior statements to saying Trinity or Triunity, right? And saying, look, there exists only one God, not three gods. Well, that's what he means by Triune.
It doesn't say Trinity. Again, I already told you, it says one of a three.
Okay, let's just use that, one of three. So then it says, do not say one of three, stop for your own good. Allah is only good, one God.
Right.
So if that's the case, then it's giving a defeater to one of three, saying that there's not three gods, rather there's one God, which is false.
Just like Allah says that your rabbis and your monks are not gods, like you take them to be gods. Does the Quran
is that
think
supposed
now
to do
that
something
Christians,
to the...
so
is that
does
supposed to do something? Because that's like a red herring.
It is. No, it's not a red herring. It's exactly on
Do you know what
point.
a red herring is?
Yeah, it's a deflection. It's something that has very little to do. So you trying to come, do you know what red herring is? Do you know what this word that nobody's ever heard of means? Yeah, it's not going to work here. So Allah again says in the Quran that the Christians took their rabbis, or sorry, the Christians and Jews took their rabbis and their scholars as gods beside Allah. So would you say that the Quran doesn't think that you have three gods, but really you have many, many, many gods?
Again, this is not addressing the point. Look, so
no, it's addressing. Can you answer the question? Does the Quran think that
it's a red herring? I told you it's a red herring.
It's not a red herring. It's exactly on point.
I can tell you why it's a red herring, but you can't interrupt me.
Boy, listen. All right.
Whoa, are we being like racist?
I don't wanna, huh?
You know I'm black, right? Like saying boy like that, that's just racist.
What?
What's up? Do you not know that?
Oh, we gotta cancel. We gotta stop bullying kids in school, bro. This what happens. Anyways, it's not a red herring. It's exactly on point because your argument assumes a certain metaphysical commitment. All right. I'm just not committed to that. I don't have to grant that. Your argument doesn't work because you didn't think it through. Again, I'm going to ask you,
you don't grant an interpretation?
Does the Quran think that the Christians took Mary and the monks and the scholars as gods beside Allah?
Does the Quran take that? I said I'm agnostic on that. I don't know. Did you not track that?
Oh, Lord. You can't be agnostic on that because
what's the contradiction?
It has everything to do with your... Who said it's a contradiction? Oh,
you said I
God,
can't.
Yo, this guy is such a sophist, bro.
I am a sophist for you saying I can't?
Who said it's a contradiction?
You did.
Can you come back? Hey, welcome to Earth. Well, come back to reality, sir. Nobody claimed a contradiction. We're not even speaking about...
You did, though.
I said
you know that, right?
I said there's a contradiction?
Yes. When you say can't, right? Just one second.
Can I say can't in a context that's not related to modal logic?
Can you say can't in a context that's not using modal logic?
If I say sorry, man, if you ask me $5 and I say sorry, can't do it, am I saying there's a contradiction?
You're saying you don't have the ability to give her money. So obviously,
am I saying there's a contradiction?
So obviously, it's going to be trivially true that you're going to get a contradiction.
Am I saying there's a contradiction?
You're saying it's trivially true there's a contradiction. You're saying you have the money, you don't have the money.
See, guys? You see what's wrong with these guys? They're so brain dead. It's a contradiction. It's a logical contradiction for me to say I can't give you $5. Wow, man. Nice try, Moro. Nice try, man. Didn't work. You didn't think it through this time, but maybe next time, buddy. Maybe next time. All right.
Hello, Libiano.
Hello, greetings. What's up?
Libiano, I've heard you say some words like shit, ass, fuck. Why did you say such things as a Muslim?
Never said the F word online. Can you prove I said
I've heard you say what the fuck.
Never said it before.
I've heard you say it on stream.
I've never said it on stream.
I've heard you say it on stream, mate.
Never, probably said it off stream, but I've never said it on stream.
That's nasty behavior. I have many Muslim friends.
All right. Anyways, can you engage with the topic?
Yeah.
All right. What's up? How can I help you today?
Well, I'm confused.
On what? What are you confused about?
I'm not so sure.
Lord have mercy. Are you guys just bored? Like you need a chat buddy? Huh? You need somebody to talk to you guys at night? I don't know. Like, you guys need some help or something? I don't know, man. Oh no, man. Oh no. All right, let's try to bring this person out. Hello. Hello, sir. You're up. FN.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة
رمضان
الله.
مبارك أخي.
رمضان
الله يرزقكم
مبارك.
يا رب، يبارك فيكم، إذا حد يساعدني. عندي 4 أيتام يا أخي، الله يجبر في
you guys
خاطرك.
can
حن
help
عليك.
her. If you guys can help her, send her a gift or something. She's asking for some help. So if you guys want to donate to her, you can go ahead and donate to her. All right, let's move on anyway. I'll leave her on for a bit.
يرزقكم ويبارك فيكم جميعا يا أخي، الله يحن عليك ويجبر في خاطرك. خليني معك يا أخي، أخبرنا ساعدني، ما راح أحط ميوت.
ماشي، نخليك معايا شوية وبعد 5 دقايق ننزلك إن شاء الله. تمام.
الله يجبر في خاطرك، الله يحن عليك. والله ساكنة بخيمة صار لي 14 سنة أنا وأطفالي 4 أيتام. الله يرزقكم يا رب، صدق لي رمضان عشان أجيب لهم أكل.
She's saying she's been in a tent for 14 years and she wants to buy food. That's what she's saying.
إن شاء الله، الله يجبر في خاطركم ويحن عليكم يا رب، الله يرزقكم يا أخي.
انت من وين يا اخت؟ من سوريا ولا من فلسطين ولا من وين؟
أنا من سوريا أخي، والله كلهم حوالي رجعوا لبيوتنا، أنا ما أحسنت أرجع، بيتي مهدوم، ساكن بخيمة.
الله يعينكم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
الله يعينكم الشهر هذا.
الله يسلمك يا أخي، ما في باليد حيلة أحسن عمر بي لولا غرفة لأولادي. الحمد لله رب العالمين.
ما تصلحش عندكم الوضع عندكم في سوريا؟ ليها
والله العظيم يا أخي
عندكم نهاية الحرب ليها عندكم
الحمد
سنة،
لله
قريب سنة ونص.
ولادها متحررة بس. إيه الحمد لله ما في حرب، بس ما في الحدا عمار وهيك، ما صار لي الآن لحد الآن، يعني ما محسن أرجع بيتي.
تمام، الله يكون في عونك إن شاء الله.
الله يوفقك ويجبر في خاطرك مثل ما جبرت بخاطر الأيتام. الله يرزقكم جميعا ويحن عليكم يا رب.
All right, guys,
حياتي ما صار لي هيك أخي، والله العظيم.
I'm gonna drop her in like a couple minutes, so if you want to help her out before I drop her. As YouTube is taking a big cut. A lot of it is like 30% of it is going to me, because when you donate on my stream to them, the host gets some of it too. So yeah, it's not ideal.
ما شاء الله، الله يجبر في خاطرك يا أخي. إن شاء الله أيام هالفضال الله تغلب الذهب، تمسك التراب يغلب ذهب يا رب.
الله يبارك فيك يا أخت. أنا حنزلك الآن إن شاء الله. الله يساعدك، الله يكون في عونك إن شاء الله. الله يبارك فيك، ورمضان كريم وشهر مبارك إن شاء الله.
علينا وعليك. خليني بس 5 دقايق غني وبلزم.
دقيقة تانية بس إن شاء الله. أنا عندي البث، لازم نكمل البث إن شاء الله. Alright guys, I'll just thought I'll leave her up for one more minute. And I'll drop. يلا يا أخت، هنزلك الآن. السلام عليكم. Okay, I dropped her down. Because if you don't drop them down, they'll want to stay forever. And, you know, I appreciate you guys for helping her out. Maybe somebody reach out to her, see if there's some other direct way to help her, but YouTube is taking like 70% of that or 60% of that, so you know what I mean? Not YouTube, sorry, TikTok. What am I saying? TikTok's taking 70% of that. All right, let's move on though. Let's keep the live going. If you're a Christian, you're a non-Muslim, and you'd like to come up, speak about the prompt, you disagree with the prompt, please do come up. Yes, TikTok takes 60%. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, they take 60%. All right, guys, double tap the screen. Share the live. Why do you deny being Middle Eastern? What? I'm not Middle Eastern. That's why. I'm North African. Double tap the screen, guys. Share the live. Share the live. Double tap the screen. Share the live, man. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like the stream. Let's see if we could have any more. Have more guests. This better not be the troll again. Hello? All right. This person left. Bro, I got all of Syria requesting now. All of Syria is requesting now, man. Bro, it's like I have like almost all my requests are just Syrians in the camps. All right, if you're a Christian, please do come up. Guys, if you're a Muslim, please cancel your request, man. Please cancel your request. All right, let's try this guy.
I've been waiting so long. You're so scared. Keep running from me, bro.
I'm
I've been waiting so long.
so
You little
scared
shit
of you,
head.
man.
Fuck you, nigga. Fuck your mom, nigga. Fuck your grandma. You little bitch.
Wow, man. Wow, man. You have such good manners, man. Your parents really raised you right, man. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm just here to debunk you real quick.
All right, debunk me.
So on your first one, I've heard you said that, like, to prove to Christians that Aisha's marriage is like wrong from the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the verse that proves that it's wrong is Matthew 5:32 and Matthew 19:19.
Where it says, don't harm the children.
No, it says, and I'll quote directly, but I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality makes her a victim of adultery.
What the heck does that have to do with Aisha,
Yeah,
bro?
so no, it proves that it's wrong biblically. And I'll tell you how right now.
It's wrong biblically to what? Divorce?
No, that the marriage between Muhammad and Aisha is wrong.
How does this verse prove that it's wrong?
And that was proves it.
Brother, can you fix your Wi-Fi, man?
All right, so how divorcing your wife?
Okay, brother, you're cutting in and out.
Immorality is only
brother, disconnect from the Burger King
is
network.
better?
Brother, you on the Burger King network right
Is this
now,
better?
bro. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Go on.
Is this better?
Yes, it is. Go on.
All right, so yeah, so notice, is it good?
Yeah, it's fine, man. Go ahead.
All right, so notice how in that verse I just quoted, divorcing your wife for sexual immorality is the only valid reason for divorce.
Yeah, according to the Sharia.
Now,
according to Jesus's interpretation or new legislation of the law. Mm-hmm.
Good. So that obviously means you can't marry a 6 or 9-year-old because a child's body is by default sexually immoral.
Oh my.
They aren't mature.
Holy question begging. Oh my God.
How?
Did you just say that a 6-year-old's body is sexually immoral?
By default, because their body isn't mature. They aren't ready for intimacy.
So where does the Bible say that?
No, the Bible isn't a biological scientific book about the human body.
So where does the Bible say that, though?
The Bible isn't a biological book about the human body, so obviously it doesn't say so, but
okay,
if you look at biology and science...
So where does the Bible say that you can't sleep with somebody who is not developed, for example?
Anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality...
and why would that be sexually immoral?
Is wrong.
And why is that sexually immoral according to the Bible?
Well, that obviously means a kid can't be married because...
Obvious isn't so obvious anymore. So again, why is that sexually immoral according to the Bible?
What's sexually immoral? Because you're like...
You just said that a 6-year-old's body is not developed and that's why it's sexually immoral. So where does the Bible say that that's sexually immoral?
It's implicit, not explicit.
By the way, I could agree with you, but I'm just fine. I just want to know where the Bible says that.
Yeah, so it's implicit, not explicit. The fact that Jesus made... Yeah, so the fact that Jesus says divorcing them except for sexual immorality is the only valid reason. Like on top of things like, you know, financial reasons or other reasons that make marriage...
Sexual immorality, first of all, in that passage refers to cheating. So you can't divorce your wife unless she sleeps with someone else. All right, it has nothing to do with marrying kids or not marrying kids. That's first of all. Second of all, where does the Bible say that it's sexually immoral to marry a kid?
It's implicit, not explicit.
All right, where is it implicit?
Matthew 19:9 and 5:32.
Read it.
Okay, I'll read it again. Matthew 19:9. I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality and marries another woman commits adultery.
And why is it sexually immoral, according to the Bible, to marry a kid?
Because a kid, by default, is sexually immoral.
Where does the Bible say that?
It's not a biological book about the human body.
I'm not asking about a biological fact. I'm asking where the Bible says that a kid sleeping with a kid is sexually immoral. Where does the Bible say that?
Okay, look. I don't want to I don't want to go in circles, so I'll explain it.
Can you give me the verse, please? Just want the verse. Thank you.
What? The verse that says kids sleeping with people is immoral.
Where does the Bible say that?
Why
are you moaning? Get the verse.
No. I can't find the verse. Like, what are you talking about?
Lord, have mercy on my soul. You can't find the verse?
Well, I'm giving you the verse, and you're like, where does the Bible
verse
say?
Doesn't say anything that you're trying to get it to say, unfortunately. So apparently it doesn't say that. So now let me show you where it says the opposite. Can I show you?
Sure, if you want.
All right. Let's see how you're gonna defend this one, buddy. Let's see how you're gonna defend this one. So you would reject a God who says that sleeping with a child is okay, right?
Well, the God says it's not okay.
And any God who says that it's okay, you would reject as a false God on the spot, right? Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Let's see if you're going to be a man of your word. Doesn't really happen often in Christianity, but we'll see if you're a man of your word.
I'm just saying, when's your birthday?
Huh?
When's your birthday?
Well, you want to get me a gift?
Sure.
I'm good, man. You leave that for my wife. Anyways, here's Deuteronomy 22. Verse 28. All right, can you start reading from there, please?
It's in like Greek, Hebrew, and English. Like, what do you want me to read? And it's like
Hebrew.
It's different.
It's not Hebrew. It's the Greek Septuagint. But right there, where the gray is highlighted, right there.
Do you mean the orange,
brother?
Because I don't read.
The highlighted gray,
Greek.
brother. The highlighted gray, right there.
And if
keep going.
Any should find the child, virgin, whoever was not espoused, and using force on her, he went to bed with her, and he should be found. Shall give the man going to bed with her to her father of the young woman. Filthy double drachmas of silver.
Then? Right there.
Double drachmas
in the middle.
Highlight it because, like, you kind of...
Right there. Double drachmas of silver. Then.
Of silver, yeah. And she will be his wife because he humbled her. He will not be able to send her away at any time.
All right, so if somebody grapes a little girl that's a virgin and he's found, you should marry her forever, right?
No, it said, well, first of all, it says virgin and not
mercy.
Woman.
Child virgin, right there. Does it say child virgin there?
Yeah.
All right, so if somebody grapes a child virgin and he's
It doesn't say grape, by the way.
And using force with her, right there, he went to bed with her, so is it grape?
I using force on her. Yeah, I
All right.
guess.
So if somebody grapes a little girl, he gets to marry her forever for $50, right?
No, he has to pay the father
$50,
50
right?
drachmas.
All right. So
50,
after
yeah.
he grapes the little girl, he pays the father $50, and he gets to marry her forever, right?
No, doesn't say forever.
Oh Lord, let's read it again. And she will be his wife because he humbled her. He cannot send her away at any time. He can never send her away, right? Right?
Times were different back then.
Okay, so in the times that were different back then, did God allow a little girl to be married to her rapist for $50?
He didn't allow it. If the man can't pay, like, obviously, like, that's not how it works.
So if he can pay, he gets to marry the little girl, right?
If he can pay, he gets to marry the little girl. I guess so, yeah.
All right, so do you reject your God? Can you say my God is a false God? I'm no longer a Christian.
Nah, because, like, there's exceptions too, but you have to see.
Exceptions. So there's exceptions to child marriage?
No, there's conditions on that.
So there's conditions to child marriage?
There's conditions on the verse being revealed and such and yeah.
So there's conditions to child marriage, right?
Even Aisha was a kid, you know that, right?
Nice.
Like even
there's
after
conditions
the marriage.
to child marriage?
Look, Aisha was a kid even way after.
Wow, these guys are so brain dead. It's crazy. Like they have like 2 brain cells working. So is it okay, the child marriage in Deuteronomy? Yes or no?
Is it okay? No.
So you disagree with your God?
No, he's setting up rules on like the army because the army is obviously not okay.
Setting up rules on the army? What the heck are you talking about? What army?
Oh, he's going to have to guard an immoral, like maybe immoral army.
There's no army here. Has nothing to do with an army.
It talks about war.
It doesn't.
Deuteronomy is about the rules of war, like Numbers.
Deuteronomy is the giving of the law again. It's reiterating the laws from Exodus and Leviticus. That's why it's Deuteronomy, second law. So anyway,
so you're telling me
is child marriage okay in Deuteronomy 22 verse 28?
Child marriage. Is it okay?
That's what happens when you're a Christian, man.
No,
That's what happens in Christianity. Now he's wondering if it's okay. He doesn't know anymore. Is child marriage okay? I don't know anymore.
Hold on, what's the verse?
I don't know.
22 what? 22 what?
Chapter 22, verse 28 in the Greek Septuagint.
All right, Deuteronomy 22, verse what?
28.
All right. This is going to be easy to debunk.
Sure thing. Sure thing, buddy.
Okay, but that's... No. The verse is about God guiding dishonest people. And I'll tell you how right now.
Get the heck off my panel. Thank you for coming. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, man?
What's up? Are you a Christian?
Yes, sir.
How can I help you?
No, it's just the way I translate that last verse that you were talking about it. At least, I've been a Christian for all my life. But how I translate that verse, I don't believe in the old covenant. It's the new covenant.
You don't believe in the old covenant?
Yes, that was under Israel's laws.
What does that mean, you don't believe in the old covenant?
So I believe that everyone, like Jesus died for our sins. I believe in that.
Well, I'm not asking. I'm not asking about that. What does it mean to not believe in the old covenant?
So meaning that was all old law.
I understand, but what does it mean to not believe in it? You don't believe it's from God?
No, I believe it was from God.
All right. So God at one point allowed child marriage?
Yes.
All right, man. Awesome.
But in the new covenant, he doesn't. So
Show
if
me
we're talking about
me in the new covenant where it says you're not allowed to do it anymore.
Well, he talks about marriage in the new covenant.
Yeah, show
and
me
how we
where
should
it
marry our
says-
spouse.
Show me where it says you can't marry a child in the new covenant.
I think context matters in this sense.
All right, show me the context where it matters.
No, I mean
Show it.
overall, like in, in general, how
Just
we get
show in
married.
the new covenant where you can't marry a child, because you already.
I can show
agreed
you where
that-
you marry your wife.
Right,
Would that
and,
work?
And why can't your wife be a child according to the Bible?
Why can't she be a child?
Yeah. According
So
to the Bible.
I think what we got to define is what's a child. Like, at what age would you call a child?
You tell me. You're the one, or not you specifically, but you guys are the ones who argue against the prophet's marriage. So you tell me what.
Again, I think context matters. I think it's society that decides that.
Oh, okay. All right. So then you don't have a problem with the prophet, peace be upon him's marriage to Aisha, then, right?
Say that again.
You don't have a problem with the prophet Muhammad's marriage to Aisha, then, right?
I think nowadays it is. I just think that if I were to follow like in the footsteps of Jesus, he didn't do that.
Jesus didn't get married either. It doesn't mean that you should
I know,
get married, right?
but
okay, cool.
I think
so
you lead by example.
Where does Jesus say you can't do that?
We can't marry a child. Again, I think context matters.
All right. Where's the context that matters? Show us. Let's see it.
Again, I could tell you based on who you married. You marry your wife.
And why can't your wife be a child according to the Bible?
Again, define child.
Somebody under the age of 18.
Okay, somebody under the age of 18, and you just said that in your Muslim law, it's above 16 or 14, if I remember.
What?
Right now, you're talking about that they changed the law to marry, that you can marry like above 14, I believe you said.
The Catholic Church. Catholic Church I was talking about.
Okay.
So in Christianity,
you think that's okay?
Can you marry a child in Christianity?
Consent of parents and context, again, depending on the society.
All right. So in Christianity, can you marry somebody under the age of 18?
Well, you just answered your question, right? You said 14.
That's what the Catholic Church believes. Are you a Catholic?
Is Catholic not Christian?
That's one denomination of Christianity.
That's where it stems off, Christianity.
Are you a Catholic?
No.
All right. So do you agree with the Catholic Church in this regard?
I agree where it stands from.
So you agreed that the Catholic Church set up 12 for girls and boys 14,
I thought you said it was 14.
Right?
Didn't you say it was 14?
That's a recent change.
But that's what we're talking about.
So in the time, from the time of Jesus till a few hundred years ago, it was 12 for girls and 14 for boys.
Why do you think that changed?
Why do I think that? I don't care why it changed, dude. Do you agree
I'm just
with it or
saying
not?
because the context matters. Again, society.
Lord have mercy, brother. Do you agree with it or not?
I'm trying to pick your brain, man. I'm trying to pick your brain, and I think context matters in this.
All right, brother. Why are you not a Muslim? Yeah, I'm just not.
Because I believe in Jesus Christ.
All right. What about him?
Again, that he died for our sins, and we follow in his footsteps, and we should be baptized under that name.
What's the most compelling evidence for that?
Well, first of all, he has one of the most written manuscripts. I believe it's 20,000 under him.
Nope.
Muhammad lived at 300 years after he died.
It's not 300, it's 500, and it's not.
Oh, 500, sorry, even more.
And it's just around almost 6,000 Greek New Testament manuscripts. However, manuscripts don't prove that the religion is true. So what is the most compelling evidence for Christianity?
So are you talking about religion or are you talking about Jesus Christ?
Oh, Lord, I'm talking about your faith, sir. What is the evidence that your faith is true?
Well, one, I personally have a deep belief, and I've felt it before, and reading the book just shows me the context. I don't know how to answer that question.
So you have no evidence for Christian? I am somebody who needs Jesus Christ now. How would you Spread the gospel to me. Convince me that Christianity is true. Go ahead.
Convince you that Christianity is true.
Yep.
Well, I think one, reading the Bible, especially the New Testament.
Sir, reading a book doesn't prove anything is true.
I could say the same thing about your religion.
You can. Yeah, reading a book doesn't mean anything is true. So go on and give me the evidence.
Give you the evidence that Jesus existed or that my religion is true.
We know Jesus existed. What is the evidence that your religion and view of him is true?
That he rose on the third day.
What's the evidence for that?
300 plus eyewitnesses.
Like who?
Is one of them. The soldiers there, the people.
The soldiers?
Well, that's one of them, not just specifically them, but you know.
Which soldier says I saw Jesus rise again from the dead?
The Roman soldiers.
Nobody said that. No Roman soldiers ever said that.
How not? Why?
We don't have any attestation or documents from any Roman soldiers who attest to seeing Jesus alive. The New Testament doesn't even claim that any Roman saw Jesus alive. Any Roman soldiers saw Jesus alive. So you're just talking, with all due respect, you're just pulling things out of your behind right now.
So there was no eyewitnesses that saw that?
Zero. There's zero eyewitnesses to the cross, and there is no confirmed eyewitnesses to the resurrection. Firsthand, we have Paul, who says that Peter, the 12, and 500 others saw him, but we don't have their testimony. We just have Paul saying that.
What about the other 11 apostles that were in there? Wasn't he?
What about them?
Are you talking about the time when he came back on the third day and they were talking about the law?
First of all, there's no third day, okay? This third day motif is a later development, okay? The earliest attestation we have is that Jesus died and rose again. And he appeared to the 12 and to 500 eyewitnesses. But we don't have any corroboration for that. Just Paul claims that. That's it. So do you have any evidence for why the Christian God is real?
Well, I think one of them, again, I'm not Catholic.
Let me ask you this. Let's just make it very concise and easy. How many gods do you believe in?
One.
Which one is that?
I think I know where you're getting at, but yeah, God, Jesus Christ.
What about the Father? You don't believe in him?
Father is God.
And the Holy Spirit is God too?
Holy Spirit is God.
All right. How many gods is that?
It's the Holy Trinity. It's one God.
Nice. How many gods died on the cross?
One. Well, didn't die, but...
One God died on the cross?
Again, didn't die, but...
So no gods
in
died
that,
on the cross?
in your context of speaking, yes. Jesus died, yes.
Okay, so one God died on the cross. That means one... And God there picks out or refers to Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How many gods didn't die?
How many gods did... Again, he did not die.
So you said one God died.
If you're talking about physical death...
How many gods didn't die?
Well, no gods died. He was flesh and bone at that time.
No gods died?
No gods died.
So Jesus isn't God?
Jesus is God, but no gods died.
Did Jesus, who is God, die?
I think you're misrepresenting who Jesus is.
Not misrepresenting anything. This is Orthodox Christianity, Orthodox lowercase o, that God died because Jesus is God. He's the second person of the Godhead. And
again, if God, you're talking about the same Christianity I believe in,
so Jesus,
he rose on the third day.
Is Jesus God?
Jesus is God.
And Jesus died?
Jesus did not die. He rose on the third day.
Jesus didn't die?
Well, you know what I mean by in the sense of...
Wow, guys. Jesus did not die. Did Jesus
He rose on
die
the
or
third
did he
day.
not die?
At least
So
that's the belief in
when you
Christianity.
say he rose, that necessitates that he died, right?
In the physical form.
All right. So God, how many gods died in the physical form?
One God died in the physical form.
And how many gods didn't die in the physical form?
How many? None.
None didn't die in the physical form?
I know what you're saying. I
Just
get
wait.
it, but it's like
none didn't die in the physical form?
I know what you're trying to get
So
at.
the Father
and
and the Spirit died? Because they're also God.
No, the Father and the Spirit did not die. It was still there. The Father and the Spirit is one God in Jesus Christ.
So how many gods did not die?
No, how many gods did not die?
Mm-hmm.
No one died. No God died. Again,
One
it's the
God
physical form.
died, no gods died, all of them died. You're all over the place, sir.
It's because you're trying to make it seem that because Jesus Christ died on the cross
I made it easy.
in the sense.
I made it easy for you. I said, how many gods died in physical form? You said one, remember?
Yeah.
And how many gods did not die in physical form?
Okay, two. If you're asking that, yeah.
2 gods didn't die in physical form, and 1 god died in physical form.
But again, he did not die. He rose.
Lord have mercy.
I
don't even think he realized what he just said.
No, so, I know what you're saying, but it's still
2 gods did not die in physical form, and 1 god died in physical form, right?
It's 3 gods. Okay, there's no 3 gods here, and you're trying to separate.
Thank you. It is 3 gods.
It's not 3 gods.
But you just said 2 gods didn't die.
Again, you're making it seem like that because you keep referring them as 3 separate gods. It's one God.
No, you referred to them as 3 separate gods. All I did was ask, and
you said, okay, you said there's 3 gods. Okay, there's one that died. There's 3 gods who died in the cross.
You said that. You said 1 god died and 2 didn't die. You said that, not me. You said there's 3 gods.
Yeah, because of your frame of questioning.
So my questioning got you to concede there are 3 gods.
If you when you question me, I'm
flattered. Thank you, sir. Yeah, right. Exactly. You believe in 3 gods.
It's not 3 gods.
No, it's 3 gods. You admitted it. It's 3 gods. You just said it. You just admitted it, dude. Are you not?
I was just repeating what you were asking.
Is it not registering in your head? You just admitted you have 3 gods.
There's no 3 gods.
All right, so I'm going to do this again.
If we were going to go from the beginning, you asked me
how many
gods are there, and then you started asking me, okay, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
And how many gods?
I told you they're one. It's the Holy Trinity. That's what I said.
So how many gods died?
No gods died. I keep saying that.
So no gods died. Jesus isn't God.
No gods died.
So
again, if you're talking about death in the physical form,
I'm talking about
as far as flesh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. As
far as flesh.
As far as flesh. That's right. How many gods?
I think you could understand when you even in the Muslim religion, you know there's a spirit. So when you die physically, does your spirit go away?
That's exactly what I'm talking. I'm not. Oh my God. I'm not saying any gods cease to exist. I'm asking you how many of them died. We know that dying isn't ceasing to exist in this context. Okay, that's fine. That's not an argument I'm making. So you already agreed 1 god died and 2 gods did not die, right?
One God died and 2 gods. Yes, I know what you're asking.
Yes,
but no, it's like if we're talking about in the context of like spirit and how the same way that you guys believe it. No, God did not die. Jesus Christ did not die.
We're talking about death in flesh. Remember? I don't know why you can't track. How many gods died in flesh?
But again, you just said earlier that if
how many gods
died?
Yeah.
Again, he did not die in spirit.
I didn't
probably
say he died in spirit, dude. How many gods died in flesh?
If that's okay, if he did not die in spirit, that means he didn't die.
No, because death doesn't mean that your spirit disappears and ceases to be. Death is separation of soul.
So there's only
body.
one God still from there. No gods died. You just answered your question.
Did Jesus' spirit separate from his body?
No. Oh, yes. Yes.
Is that
Sorry.
what death is?
Yes.
So God died. God's
No.
spirit left his
No.
body.
No. So
God's spirit didn't leave his body on the cross?
yes, but he did not die.
Lord, have mercy on my soul. Death is the separation of body and soul, sir. Remember?
Okay.
So did God's soul leave his body on the cross?
Yes.
So God died, right?
God did not die. He didn't die. I don't know how
Come on, man. What are we doing here, bro? Come on, brother. Come on,
If you
Hey,
keep
brother.
referring it as God,
Hey,
God did
brother.
not die.
Is Jesus not God?
Jesus is God, but when you say God
and
died,
Jesus, who is God, died on that cross, right?
is physically yes.
So how many gods physically died?
Again, your phrasing of your question is referring to 3 gods.
Hey, brother, come on. Come on, man. You already
No, I know what you're trying to get at, but it's
you
still.
already know you believe in 3 gods, man. Come on.
I don't believe in 3 gods.
Come on.
I do
man.
not.
You already know it. I don't even need to tell you. You know it, man. You know it. You know it already.
No.
You're telling me to change the way I ask you questions, brother. Come on, man.
No, it's because what you're implying is you're already pre-implying that there's 3 gods when you ask me those questions.
I'm not at all.
You okay?
How many gods are there?
There's 1.
Did I imply that there was more than one when I asked you the question?
When you say it with an S, yes.
So if I ask you how many gods there are, I'm implying there are multiple gods?
Yes.
That doesn't follow.
There's only 1 God.
Yeah, that's why you could answer my question by saying 1. How many people signed up for today's class? 1. I don't have to imply there are many people. I'm just saying, in the category people, how many do you enumerate to have taken a part in this action? So same way, if I ask you, well, in Christianity, how many gods do you believe in? You say, in Christianity, we believe in 1 God. I'm not implying there are multiple gods. That's just not how we speak. So how many gods died in flesh?
Again, no gods could die.
So
as far as the flesh did die.
So thank you for admitting Jesus died. Or Jesus is not God. Thank you.
All right.
You just said no gods died and Jesus is God who died. So it's either that
that's
you're
not what
wrong
I said.
and at least 1 God died, or Jesus is not God because Jesus died, right?
That's not what I said. But
all right, man. Well, thank you for coming. It seems like you have a lot to think about. And when you're ready to come and admit that you worship 3 gods and you're ready to become a true monotheist, believer in Jesus, who was a Muslim, by the way, why is that funny?
You're implying that you stumbled me in the sense, but no, there's 1 God, and I believe it's the Holy Trinity. And God bless, brother.
All right. There's 1
later.
God and there's a Holy Trinity. So just repeat things with no understanding. As long as there's Trinity, Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, 1 God. As long as you say that, you're good to go. Apparently, that's how it works. Because that's how it works, right? Just repeat creedal confessional statements with absolutely no understanding, and everything will get better. As if that's how it works. He was a nice guy, though, man. He was a nice guy. Gotta give him that. You know what I'm saying? Ya Allah, Ya Kareem. Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. If you haven't followed me on TikTok, make sure you follow me now. Turn on post notifications, live notifications, so you're notified whenever I post. And whenever I go live, we got 1,000 people watching on TikTok and 1,000 people watching on YouTube. We got in total 2,000 people watching live right now. If you haven't followed me on both, make sure you go ahead and follow me now. Oh, we got Constantine here. What's up, my friend?
How are you, my friend? Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I think our last conversation segued a little bit into the middle of the story, but I think it would be important to go to the origins.
Okay. Sure.
I would like to know, as far as where Islam stands on Isaac and Ishmael. I understand that we have two different interpretations, but first, would you say that you are beholden to the Torah, but maybe or maybe not? I'm not sure of your position.
Depends on what holding to the Torah means, and I don't know what you mean by my position on Isaac and Ishmael.
Yeah, what would be the Islamic narration of Isaac and Ishmael? Ishmael would be
They
the
are
chosen.
two sons of the prophet Abraham, and they're all Muslim.
Okay, so Ishmael is the chosen son in your view.
For the initial covenant, no, it's Isaac.
Okay, I don't think I quite understand. Can you elaborate?
There was a specific covenant established through Isaac and his descendants after him, which from Isaac came Jacob and his 12 sons. Well, he had more technically, but the 12 tribes, and you had that covenant with the people of Israel, the giving of the Torah, the sending of the prophets, and so on and so forth. So God's covenant was first with Isaac, and then there was a covenant switch. I guess you could call it that, although we don't really use that terminology.
That's fine.
And yeah.
Okay, so Islam is the descendant of Ishmael, yes?
No, Islam is the descendant of Adam.
Okay, right. Now, I guess I'm wanting to know the symmetry breaker and the historiography of the tribes. There should be 12 with Islam because Ishmael had 12.
Because what? Sorry?
Yes, the way I understood this, and correct me if I'm wrong, there should be 12 tribes that belong to Ishmael as well.
1 second. People are telling me that. I'm going to invite Trent up in a second. I've been waiting for that guy so I could muzzle him, but I promised Constantine to have a conversation with him, so yeah, he could wait until I'm done with Constantine. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No problem. So there are 12 tribes that ascend from Isaac, but to my understanding, there was also a prophecy that was distributed to Ishmael as well, that he would have his own 12 tribes and he would be a man of war. Now, can we take it to be the case that you would consider yourself an Ishmaelite?
I'm an Arab, so I'm an Ishmaelite, yeah.
Okay, now there were 12 tribes that descended from Ishmael?
Yeah, that's what Genesis says.
Okay, what is the Islamic understanding of this?
That Ishmael had sons and they intermingled with different peoples in Arabia. Sorry, I don't really get where you're going with this. Maybe you think Islam has specifically correlated with Ismail alayhi salam. It's not. Ismail is just the father. Ismail, it's Ishmael. Ismail.
Oh,
that's how you say it in Arabic. Ismail is just the father of the Arabs, but it has nothing to do with Islam.
Okay, so I would be incorrect in thinking that from the Islamic text, there would be a claim on Ishmael as the rightful son, or no?
No. If you mean rightful as in the giving of the initial covenant, then that was given to Isaac.
Okay. I think the rest of my questions can wait, honestly. The origins are specifically what I'm interested in.
Well, okay. Well, let me ask you this. You believe in Jesus as the prophesied Messiah?
Yes.
All right. And what prophecies did Jesus fulfill?
Well, one of the favorites is 53.
Yeah, so Isaiah, you think Isaiah 53 is about Jesus?
Do you think it's about Israel?
Of course. The Bible thinks it's about Israel.
Because of the wisdom songs, yes?
No. Because of...
The servant songs, you mean?
Yeah, so there's a servant songs, this, explicit identification that the servant is Israel. But not only that, because all the applications given to the servant in Isaiah 53 are given to Israel elsewhere, whether in Isaiah or elsewhere in the prophets or in the Torah. So we have no reason to think it's about a future dying, rising Savior, man God, Jesus Christ. And we have all the reason to think that it's Israel. So, like, why should I think it's about Jesus and other than Israel?
Right. Now, when you say it's about Israel, at what point do you think that the servant songs switch from the collective to the individual?
I'm not sure what collective to the individual. I think the servant is consistently a collective throughout.
Okay. Do you think there's ever a portion where that breaks?
Not that I could think of on top of my head. No.
Okay. So, within Isaiah 53 at 8, do you find any discrepancies there that would be maybe contrary to your position?
No.
Can you further delineate?
No, you're the one who has to show me that there's an issue first.
Right. It seems that this case, from him who knew no violence, right? In this case, now we would have to take it to the position that Israel knew no violence. And if we read further on into the text, there would be a contra to your position in that Israel had to be stricken to save Israel. So now Israel has to be struck down in order for Israel to survive. I don't find this to be parsimonious.
No, that's not how it works. So first of all, I don't know if you knew, but Zephaniah explicitly says that Israel knew no violence. Zephaniah says the righteous remnant, who the servant is, the righteous remnant knew no violence and there was no deceit in their mouth. Okay? So that identification is actually given to Israel, the righteous remnant, by a biblical prophet who would have been aware of Isaiah 53, who comes after. So the Bible agrees that the servant is the righteous remnant. That's number one. Number two, who do you think the speakers are from verse 1 to 8?
Within the Isaiah 53 text? Yeah, so the oracle from 53 is going to be Isaiah. But do you think it to be, listen, this is interesting, when it starts to speak in a past reference, do you think there's no future implications?
No, let me just think. Yeah, I think it could have a futuristic element to it. I'm just trying to remember the passages throughout the chapter. Yeah, I have no problem with that. But who are the speakers in Isaiah 3, verse 1 to 8?
Yeah, so I'm going to take it to be, if we take it through the servant songs, we have the oracle in communication with the Father.
The oracle in communication with the Father?
Yeah, the oracle would be the prophet in this case.
Okay. And what's the argument for that?
Yeah, let's go to the text.
Yeah, sure. I have the text in front of me. Just let me know.
All right. Let's see. We should probably go to 49, do you think?
Sure. We can go to 49 if you want.
Yeah, so this is going to be in the third person. So we're describing the servant, the one who is despised, the one who was rejected by men, the man of sorrow and acquainted with grief in verse 3. We'll see that the narrator here, let me take a look. My logos is coming down.
One sec. Let me bring up this troll here so he could wait.
Who are you?
No, there's this guy. Just bring him here so he could wait. So he doesn't have an excuse to run after. Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. Okay. Yeah, so Who has believed our message, and to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? What do you think the arm of the Lord is in this case?
It's not a person. It's an action
Right.
of
So,
God.
right. In the who has believed our message, if we were to take the prosopological exegesis of this portion, who do you think is speaking to who?
Well, I'm asking you to argue for that. Don't shift now and tell me who do I think it is. First, you said the speaker is Isaiah, and I asked you for the argument. So what's the argument that the speaker is Isaiah?
Well, not throughout the whole text. There would be a prosopological exchange of an intra-dialogue.
Right. So what's the evidence that it's Isaiah speaking from verse 1 to 8?
Well, no, that wouldn't be the claim.
Okay, so it's not Isaiah speaking from verse 1 to 8?
No, see, I think no. That was never the claim. So
Right,
most
so
of the chapters in third person.
From verse 1 to 8.
So allow me to finish. Most of the chapters in third person describing the servant's life and the mission, right? So in this case, that he was just
third person speaking about the servant.
Yeah, so we take it to be in the third person, right? It's also going to be in the singular.
All right. So can you just tell me who's speaking from verse 1 to 8?
Who has believed our message, and to whom? Yeah, this is an intra-dialogue.
So who's speaking?
This is going to be the father to the oracle. So there's going to be the prophet is going to be the narrator and the third person.
So who's speaking? Who's
yeah,
speaking?
Most of the in which specific text?
From verse 1 to 8, who has believed our report, and to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? For he grew up before him like a shoot out of dry ground.
Yeah, that's going to be the father.
Who's speaking?
Yeah, so the proper narrator, that's going to be the father.
The father is speaking?
Yeah, so there's a prophet, there's a narrator who has believed.
The father says
who has believed what we have heard. That's the third person, the prophetic voice that's introducing the servant.
So the father is speaking from verse 1 to 8?
Yeah, so
are you,
from verse 1, no, who has believed? What if in the third person singular, there's going to be an intra-dialogue that goes from the oracle to the father.
I get it. So
okay,
it's the father,
then there we go.
It's the father speaking, right?
Which text?
Brother, the primary speaking from verse 1 to 8, who is that?
The who has believed, that could be the father.
No, brother, no. Who's speaking, brother? Who's uttering these words? Who has believed our report, and to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? For he grew up before him like a shoot out of dry ground. He was despised. Blah blah blah. Who's saying
that's
all of these
in
things?
verse 1. That's going to be the prophet himself. So that's the oracle. But again, that's an intra-dialogue.
Okay, so it's the prophet speaking throughout the chapter.
In verse 1, yeah.
And so there's a speaker shift.
Yeah, there should be a speaker shift.
Where does that?
I don't know. We'd have to check it out.
Okay, so just 1 second. What's the argument that it's the prophet speaking in Isaiah 53, verse 1?
Yeah, the third person singular. Well, excuse me. Hold on.
The third person singular means the prophet is speaking?
No. That would be in the first person.
All right. So what's the argument that the prophet Isaiah is speaking?
Yeah, who has believed what we heard, and whom the arm was revealed.
Okay,
the we here refers to the prophet and the people who have heard the message of God.
What's the argument for that?
Yeah, well, in the collective case, it would just follow contextually.
No, it wouldn't follow. It's just begging the question. What's the argument? It's the prophet speaking.
Okay, so do you believe this case now that there is some sort of other third party besides the oracle and besides the prophet?
I'm just
that would just be a strange take.
It's not a strange take, because the reason I ask you this is to see if you're familiar with this chapter and the surrounding context. And with all due respect, clearly you're not. Do you know do you know where the suffering servant song even starts?
It should start. There should be 6 of them. Should start in.
No,
it's not going to be 40.
No, brother.
It's going to be in Isaiah 40.
The suffering servant song, not the servant songs. The suffering servant song. You know where it starts?
No. Where does it start?
Okay, it starts in the chapter before it, in 52, at the end of the chapter. Okay. So if you pull up any Bible, you go to Isaiah 52. This is why the context is very important, because it actually breaks down and implies who the speaker is. So it starts in verse 13. You see, that's why There is a heading here by the translators, the suffering and glory of the servant. So it says, see, my servant will act wisely. He will be raised and lifted up and highly exalted. Just as there were many who were appalled at him, his appearance was disfigured beyond that of any human being.
Why can't it be the case, Liviano, that in the verses in the first person plural pronouns that we are rhetorical questions directed at the audience?
Let me just finish quickly.
Wait a minute, but that would refute your position, though. That's interesting.
You don't even know my position yet. I don't know what refute. Anyways, so let me just read the verse. And his form.
Well, you're saying that it's not the oracle, Liviano.
I'm saying it's not what?
You're saying it's not the oracle.
Meaning what? The prophet?
Yes.
Brother, okay. When I say the speaker, obviously Isaiah is narrating and saying this.
Okay, so how are we deleting? How are we in disagreement, though?
Just listen.
If you agree that it's the speaker and I agree it's the speaker, then how are we in disagreement?
There's a difference between transmitting speech and being the speaker of that speech.
Okay, so now we're talking about two different things, and that's not the argument.
Right. So who is the speaker? I'm not asking who's transmitting it. It's in the book of Isaiah for a reason. So obviously Isaiah is saying these things. No one else. All right. Every word in Isaiah is said by Isaiah. But we know in Isaiah, sometimes God speaks, sometimes Isaiah speaks, sometimes someone else speaks. So not every speech delivered by Isaiah is Isaiah's speech himself. So I'm asking you, who is the speaker in chapter 53, verse 1 to 8?
Yeah, I just told you it was Isaiah.
All right, what's the argument for that?
Okay, yeah, cool. So the primary speaker is the prophet or narrator. I mean, the chapter is primarily narrated by the prophet Isaiah himself. And so if you wanted a motivation for this, the text uses the first person plural. I mean, so we can just see in places like we have heard, or third person singular pronouns. He was despised and rejected. This is just describing the servant. So, there's just rhetorical questions like who has believed, what have we heard, things like that.
Nice, Constantine, but you didn't give an argument for why it's Isaiah.
Okay, yeah. I just did, and I gave you the motivations for it, but you're just rejecting it on basic premise.
You didn't give an argument. You just said it's Isaiah.
Okay, wait a minute. This is really funny. So why do you think that's not an argument?
Because you just said it's Isaiah.
Okay, but I gave you motivations to believe it.
I said, what's the argument that Isaiah wrote it? And you said, oh, it's Isaiah.
No, that's not true. I actually gave you motivators. No, not if I give you motivators for it. So think of this, right? If you want,
your motivators can apply to any speaker.
Okay, cool. So you want it in a syllogism. Cool. All right, check this out. So any text that uses a third person pronoun. Wait a minute. You just asked for an argument.
I didn't ask.
That's crazy.
Constantine, I don't
so
want
you're just going to reject the motivators for the premise? That's wild.
You see how you entered panic mode so quick?
That's wild.
See how we were respectful, but now you're panicking. You see? Panic mode.
Okay, so we'll just do this. Do you want a syllogism? Do you want a P1?
No, I don't want a syllogism. I want you to give a normal
You asked for an argument. I'm giving you a formal argument. You know what?
An argument doesn't have to be formal. Constantine, you should know this. I don't want a syllogism. So stop philosophizing very normal conversation.
I don't even think that's a word.
Whatever. So what's the argument?
I'll grant your semantic of philosophizing.
All right. So what's the argument that Isaiah wrote it, dude?
Yeah, cool. So the text that uses a third person pronoun to describe an individual that indicate that the speaker is external to said individual. Would you like justification for the premise?
I agree. So what's the evidence that it's Isaiah?
Okay, so that he was despised, the wretched by men, right? He refers to the servant. The speaker has to be someone outside of him observing him in narration.
I agree.
Therefore, that is the oracle in whom is Isaiah.
So how does that mean that it's Isaiah speaking? It's somebody other than the servant who's observing the servant. That's right. How does it mean that it's Isaiah?
Okay, cool. Contextual fluidity.
Elaborate.
Okay, so do you imagine that there's another oracle running around here somewhere and the prophet Isaiah?
You're not given evidence for why Isaiah wrote it? Can you give
I'm providing a reductio to your position. That's just absurd.
I didn't give you a position. You can't provide a reductio to nothing because I didn't tell you.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll just take it to be the case. We'll just take it to be the case, Liviano, right? That Isaiah 53, clearly spoken by the prophet himself, addressing an audience of God's people, rather than the servant of Israel collectively. So when the chapter opens up, Libiano, when the chapter opens up with a rhetorical question, who has believed what we have heard? We're the first person plural. We includes the prophet and the audience as witness to God's revelation.
Okay.
So now you have an intra-dialogue.
Thank you so much for begging the question yet again.
Yeah, what's your argument that I'm begging the question?
Because I asked you, what's the evidence that the speaker is Isaiah? You said because
okay, cool. Now we're going to talk about evidence. I want your criterion of evidence.
Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. I could see
sure,
that
give me your criterion of evidence. You're going to invoke evidence. I want the evidence criteria.
You're not doing so well right now, man. So it's all right.
Yeah, you're asking for evidence, but you don't know the criterion. That's weird.
I just let you speak, man. Let me speak now. All right. So I just asked for the evidence why it's Isaiah, and you merely said.
Yeah. So when you say evidence, what's the criteria?
Can I finish, bro? Thank you, man.
As soon as you develop a defining term of what evidence means, because the goalpost is constantly going to shift, isn't it, Liviano?
You're getting really upset, man, that you're cutting me off, man.
Because you keep conflating terms, Liviano. Now, what is the criteria of evidence that you propose?
I don't know that you're going to panic this quick. So can I please finish what I'm trying to say?
So I don't get a criteria?
I don't get to finish? Can I finish speaking?
What's the criteria, Liviano?
Can I finish speaking or no?
Yeah, as soon as you develop a metric in which I have to meet, so that way the goal show that the way the goal goes.
Can you stop cutting me off?
Give me the metric.
Can you stop cutting?
Give me the criterion, Liviano.
All right, Constantine, it's time for you to take a time out, man. Thank you. You could come back after Trent. All right, how you doing, Trent?
Yo, hello.
What's up, man? How can I help?
Yeah, I want to respond to the prompt.
I just want to just for context, everybody. Trent made a TikTok video saying, I can't believe that people think the Orthodox Muslim is a good debater. He's trash. He's a burger. All right.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to respond to
according to Trent, guys, the Orthodox Muslim is a burger, and now Trent is here to defend Christianity. All right.
Beautiful. Ahead. So the reason I'm not a Muslim is because according to Surah 573, it says those who say Allah is one in the Trinity have certainly fallen into disbelief. There is one God. If they do not step in saying this, those who disbelieve among them will be afflicted with painful punishment. So I would just want to know what's the argument that the Trinity is going to be more than one God and that this verse doesn't correspond to reality.
Beautiful, because the axioms of counting necessitate that there are three gods in the Trinity.
Okay, what's going to be the argument for that?
Yeah, the argument is that according to the classical counting method, we take two axioms in counting, and I'll see if you agree with that or not. Then when we count things by type and we count things by individuation. Do you agree?
Not necessarily, but like I was wondering.
There are other axioms to counting.
Yeah, I don't do Q&A type debating.
Are there axioms to counting? We need to set up our system before we could go.
Well, I mean, you can just give the argument.
So you already don't know what you're talking about. You see, guys, I'm the burger.
Are we gonna see if you have an argument against the Trinity?
So Trent, can you please answer me?
Here's
my argument. If we count the Trinity according to the classical counting method, we count three gods.
Is that P1?
Let me finish. The justification for that. Are you gonna let me finish or no?
No, go ahead. I was just waiting for P1.
I was waiting
for P1. Is that P1?
I'm not giving you a formal argument.
Oh, well, I want a formal argument.
So I'm not giving you a formal argument. I'm giving an informal.
So how can I see? So how do I know if it's going to be valid?
I'm giving an informal argument. Would you
like? How can I see if your argument is valid?
Would you like to participate or not?
Yeah, I want to test validity.
Would you like to participate in the informal argument that I'm going to give?
I want an actual formal argument.
He is literally panicking right now, guys. This is actually panic mode. I don't have a formal argument. I have an informal.
Oh, you don't have a you don't have a formal argument.
I have an informal argument.
Wait, so you can't provide a formal argument? Wait, you can't provide a formal argument?
I have an informal argument. Would you like to participate?
Yeah, ask for a formal.
I already answered that question. I have an informal argument.
So you'd wait. So could you say you don't have a formal argument against
guys, is he? I think licking crosses does some. I don't know what it does to these people.
Yeah, beautiful. So you don't have a formal argument against the Trinity.
Let me repeat. I'm going to mute you now. Let me repeat myself. I have an informal argument, not a formal argument. Would you like to participate or would you like to drop? Which one?
I want an actual formal argument.
Oh Lord. I have an informal argument. Would you like to participate or would you like to drop back to the Vatican? Which one?
Yeah, I want a formal argument.
So
we
you
can
don't
test
want to
the validity.
participate?
If you have a formal argument, we can.
All right. Thank you so much for coming.
You don't have one?
You see, guys? You see how easy it is? You see how easy it is, guys? You see how simple it is to get these guys to panic, to enter panic mode. Can you give me a formal argument, P1, P3? No, I have an informal argument. Because not all arguments are formal arguments, dummy. That's not how it works. I have an informal argument. Would you like to defend the Trinity? You don't? Okay. Bye-bye. Come again later. So Constantine comes. He has no clue. Gets baked on Isaiah 53. Trent comes. Asks for an argument. And when I give him an argument, now he wants a formal argument. Like I have syllogisms laying around. like I'm supposed to have a syllogism right beside me, right? Here you go. I have a syllogism waiting for you, Trent. Because that's how it works, right? That's how it works, guys. All right. What the heck? All right. Let's move on. Yeah, I'm going to start talking to people who are worthy of a conversation now. If you're a troll, I'm done bringing you guys up. People like Trent, Constantine, all these guys, you guys are done. You guys are on timeout for tonight, wasting my time. So I'd like to have some good conversation. Hello, how can I help you?
How you doing, brother?
Good, good. Are you a Christian?
That depends on the definition.
Brother, why do you want to give me a hard time, man?
Because semantics is about meaning, and that which we seek is ultimately meaningful.
Lord have mercy. Dude, are you a Christian?
I think that Jesus Christ is the greatest identity of self-reflection in the name of love.
Are you a Christian, sir?
Define it.
Are you somebody who ascribes to a mainstream Christian denomination?
Well, I think that you think you're a Christian, right? Follower of Christ?
Oh my goodness. Holy Lord. I just defined my term. Do you belong to any mainstream Christian denomination?
Does that include Islam?
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Do you think you're a Christian?
Lord, have mercy. No, I do not think I'm a Christian.
So you're not a follower? So you're not a follower of...
I didn't define Christian to be that.
Just
Christian
to clarify,
as a convention refers to many things, not just a follower of Jesus. That's not how it works. So are you a Christian? Yes or no? Or I'm going to drop you down.
Why are you having a temper tantrum?
All right, get the flip out of my... Thank you. Yo, these guys are actually... Do you guys see? They can't defend Christianity. I am convinced that these guys cannot defend Christianity. These guys cannot defend Christianity, bro. These guys, I'm convinced. You literally can't. It's like, bro, I'm asking you if you're a Christian. Answer the question. Answer the question, man. Wow. All right. Let's try this, dude. Hello.
Hello.
What's your most compelling evidence for Christianity?
Well, I mean, I think the Trinity is logical. And
oh Lord, even if I granted you the Trinity is logical, it doesn't prove Christianity. What is the most compelling evidence for Christianity?
Over a few hundred prophecies that Jesus fulfilled.
Give me one.
Okay, well, he's going to be born in Bethlehem.
Being born in Bethlehem is a prophecy?
Yeah, for the Messiah.
So if my cousin is born in Bethlehem, then he fulfilled that prophecy?
I guess.
My cousin is the Messiah now?
I never said that. I'm just saying.
All right. So what prophecy does Jesus actually fulfill?
I just told you he's born in Bethlehem. That's one of them.
That's not okay. That's not how fulfilling prophecies work. Okay?
Really?
Taking a vague detail from a detailed foreshadowing doesn't mean you fulfilled any of it if you don't fulfill all the details within it. So you're referring to Micah. Let me finish. You're referring to Micah chapter 5, verse 2, where it says, "O Bethlehem Ephratah, you are a small clan out of Israel, but out of you a ruler will come out for me, and he will be a ruler over Israel." That's what you're referring to, right?
Yeah, so who's this ruler?
Okay, it's not Jesus because the ruler, it's not. Have you read the context?
I just know it's a ruler.
Okay, have you read the context of what the ruler is supposed to do?
Yeah, I have. I forgot.
All right.
Actually.
All right, what is it?
No, I just said I forgot. I remember.
The ruler is supposed to be a real king over Israel and defend Israel's borders from the Assyrian forces. Did Jesus do that?
Wait, can you give me the context? Can you read it?
Micah chapter 5, brother. Here, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Micah 5. All right. It's right here. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and read it.
The chat's in the way. Marshall. Okay. But you, Bethlehem, Ephrath. Oh my gosh, I can't see. The chat's in the way.
Though you are a small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me one who will be ruler over Israel, whose origins are from old, from ancient times. Therefore, Israel will be abandoned until the time when she who is in labor bears a son, and the rest of his brothers return to join the Israelites. He will stand and shepherd his flock in the strength of the Lord, in the majesty of the name of the Lord his God, and they will live securely, for then his greatness will reach to the ends of the earth. And he will be our peace when the Assyrians invade our land and march through our fortresses. We will raise against them 7 shepherds, even 8 commanders who will rule the land of Assyria with the sword, the land of Nimrod with the drawn sword. He will deliver us from the Assyrians when they invade our land and march across our borders. Did Jesus do that?
I mean, how do you know this is still talking about the person who's born?
Lord,
you keep reading. Read back. How do you know this didn't switch to be talking about God?
Because there's no indication in the text. That's why.
Even if
God sends out a ruler from Bethlehem, and this ruler will be the peace of Israel and defend Israel's borders from invading Assyria. Did Jesus do that?
How do you know he did? Okay, who else would it be?
It doesn't matter. Did Jesus do it? Doesn't matter who else.
There's still
We're
so
wondering
many other
if
prophecies.
Jesus did it.
There's so many other
prophecies. All right, so
prophecies.
Jesus doesn't fulfill this one. All right, which prophecy does Jesus fulfill?
Okay, you can go to Zechariah 12:10.
All right, I love Zechariah 12:10. Let's see if Jesus fulfills Zechariah 12:10, guys. Watch how he's going to flop this one again. All right, Zechariah 12:10. What about this does Jesus fulfill?
Okay, so it's talking about how Yahweh will be pierced.
Nope, it doesn't say Yahweh will be pierced in the Gospel of John.
Read it.
Yeah, we could. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. I'm gonna already respond to it. You're gonna refer to the passage. I'm telling you, you're gonna refer to the passage where it says, "They will look to me whom they pierced." Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, and then this is Yahweh whom they pierced. Right. This is Jesus speaking, and he says, "They will look to me whom they pierced." Correct.
Okay.
Read the passage after.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, I got it. Okay, grace or mercy. So, wait, hold on. I need to make sure I'm in the right code. Okay, yeah, okay. When they look at me on him whom they have pierced, they shall mourn for
Wait.
him.
So your translation says him whom they have pierced?
Yeah, now he's talking in third person.
Oh, that's interesting. So they didn't pierce Yahweh?
What do you mean? Yeah, they did.
So did
What
they
is-
pierce Yahweh or did they not pierce Yahweh?
They did. What is your...
All right,
What?
so read that again for us.
Okay, fine. When they look at me on him whom they
On
have
him
pierced.
whom they pierced. Who's the him
Yes,
they
it's
pierced?
him talking in third person.
Who's the him they pierced?
Oh my gosh, Yahweh. It's still talking. He's
Nope,
still talking about-
Yahweh is the me, right?
I know.
And then there's the him. Who's the him?
Gosh. Okay, you can clearly, if you just read it and use your brain, you can clearly see that.
That's exactly what we're doing. So they will
Well,
look
no,
to
you're
me
not doing that.
about
You're
him
not doing that at
whom
all.
they pierce, right?
Dude, look, it literally says when they
who's
look
the
at
him?
me on him, on me, on him, on me, on him. So the on me and on him is referring to the same being. So you can clearly see. if you look-
there's two.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So there's don't panic. Let's go with
I'm
that.
panicking, but you don't.
So let's go with that. There's two persons who are pierced.
Oh my gosh, dude! Did you listen to what I said? No.
Is it the me or the him who's pierced, or is it both?
Both of them.
Both of them are pierced.
Oh my gosh,
So
dude.
the Father
no.
and the Son are both pierced.
Oh my gosh, no, that's not what I'm saying. I said. Oh my god, you're panicking right now. You're panicking.
Panicking, man.
You're panicking.
Wow.
Listen.
The
listen.
Father is pierced, guys.
Oh my gosh, the me and the him
Father
are both
is
referring to the same being.
All right. So who's pierced? The me or the him?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God
It's
is
referring
right.
to the same thing.
All right. Who's pierced? Me or him?
Both, but it's not referring
Both
to
are
two
pierced.
beings. It's not referring to
Both
two
are
persons.
pierced.
Dude, are you?
Are
Okay,
both
just
pierced?
we can
or
just
is
look
it
at it.
Is
When
it him
they,
who's pierced?
oh my
me
god,
who's pierced, or both who are pierced? Which one?
Just listen. When they look at me on him, whom they have pierced.
So
this
who,
is talking
who did they
about
pierce?
him still.
So who did they pierce?
On him and on me are the same
So,
thing. It's
all
referring
right.
to
So
the same height
the
difference.
me and the him are both pierced, right?
Yes, it's the same.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So
no, you
who's
should even use
wow?
that.
Amazing. So who's the me and who's the him?
They're both Yahweh. They're both Jesus.
Oh, wait. Me and him is Jesus?
Yeah, they're both Jesus.
So hold on.
It's both referring to Jesus.
Who they will look to me? That's Jesus speaking. And
Yeah.
then he says him. There's another Jesus.
Yes, because it's him talking in third person.
So Jesus is saying they will pierce me.
Dude, are you
and then
serious?
the same Jesus says
Bruh.
him, right?
Dude, do you know what third person means?
Yeah, I know what third person means. So now, can you please answer my question? They will look to just slow. Let's take it easy. They will look.
You need to take
they
it
will-
easy. I don't think you understand what you're
Can
saying.
you relax? Everybody's laughing at you. You pooped yourself tonight.
All right, bro.
Relax. Who's me? Who's speaking there?
Yahweh, Jesus is.
Jesus is speaking. All right.
Mhm.
And Jesus says there's a him whom they pierced, right?
No, it's him is him.
Lord, have
Him
mercy.
is the me.
Read it again.
Look at the comma. See how
Read
it
it
says,
again. Read it
look
again.
on me, on him,
Read it again.
whom they have pierced.
Read it
When
again.
they look, oh my God, I literally am reading it right
All
now.
right. They will
What are
look
you
to
talking
me
about?
on him whom they have pierced, right?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
On me, on
All
him
right,
whom
beautiful.
they have pierced.
So
this is
Jesus,
talking in third person now.
so Jesus is speaking, and he says there's someone who will be pierced, right?
Yeah, that's talking. It's talking about him.
Wow.
Me.
So
Me is him.
Jesus says there's a him who will be pierced.
Him is me. That's literally the same thing. We're talking about in third person.
I'm speaking about myself, and I say they will kill him, but I'm actually talking about myself.
In this sense, yes.
All right. What's the evidence for that from the text?
Okay, listen. When it says when they, okay, grace and please for mercy, so that when they look at me, then it's on him,
right?
Pierce.
Right.
So it's making
so the
making
one.
an
So
assertion
Jesus
that
is
on
speaking,
me, dude. Really?
So Jesus is speaking, and he says there's someone him whom they will pierce, right? Why
Yeah,
should
so
I think?
on-
So
okay.
So
The
why
on
should
me
I think?
and the on him
So
are
there's
the
somebody
same.
else being pierced, right?
Oh my, dude, are you slow? Do you? Okay, what's
are you
what's my argument?
slow?
Still
Are
man, my
you
argument.
slow?
Still man, my argument. I don't think you know what I'm
The
talking
me
about.
and the him refer to the same referent. That's your argument.
It's referring,
which is
one in third
absolute
person.
nonsense.
How is that
And
nonsense? Oh my God.
I'll tell you, we're still at the surface level, okay? Beyond you not being able to read plain English in front of you. You know how the Gospel of John quotes this passage?
Dude, we're literally, see, you
just
have to jump to other parts
answer the
of the Bible.
question. Do you know how the Gospel of John quotes this passage?
No, I don't.
The Gospel of John says they will look to him whom they pierced. There's no me.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
that doesn't help
is the Gospel of John quoting it right or wrong?
It is quoting it right, because I just said the him is the me.
So they will look to him whom they have pierced. Is that right?
I just said the him is the me.
Okay, so the Gospel of John is quoting it right, correct?
Yes, it is.
So when the speaker says they will look to him whom they have pierced and they will cry and mourn for him, we should really think that it's the speaker speaking about himself.
Yes, if we read the context, correct, yeah.
All right, what context suggests that?
I literally read it to you, like, probably...
Yeah, the context that you read doesn't suggest that.
Yes, it does.
Wow, that was really zesty, man. Anyways, the other issue that you have is, do you even know when this is happening in Zechariah?
When?
This is happening in the end times when Jerusalem is being attacked by all nations. In the time of Jesus, was Jerusalem attacked by all nations?
Sure, bro.
It was attacked by all nations. There was war against Jerusalem.
How do you know? So does it say that this is the exact time, or this is in the same time?
Yeah, that's the context of Zechariah. That's the context of Zechariah 12.
Okay. So this is referring to the same times. It doesn't mean that it's happening at the same time.
It does not say that. In Zechariah 12, I doubt you've ever read the chapter. You've never probably read that chapter. That's why.
I've read the whole Bible.
Well, clearly you haven't read Zechariah 12. So
yeah,
if you go to Zechariah 12 and see what's going on in Zechariah 12, okay, look what it says. A prophecy, the word of the Lord concerning Israel. The Lord who stretches out the heavens, who lays the foundations of the earth, and who forms the human spirit within a person declares, I am going to make Jerusalem a cup that sends all the surrounding peoples reeling. Judah will be besieged as well as Jerusalem. On that day, when all the nations of the earth are gathered against her, I will make Jerusalem an immovable rock for all nations. All who try to move it will injure themselves. On that day, I will strike every horse with panic and its rider with madness. Declares the Lord, I will keep a watchful eye over Judah, but I will bind all the horses of the nations, and then the clans of Judah will say in their hearts, the people of Jerusalem are strong, because the Lord Almighty is their God. On that day, I will make the clans of Judah like a fire pot and wood pile, like a flaming torch among the sheaves. They will consume all the surrounding peoples right and left, but Jerusalem will remain intact in her place. The Lord will save the dwellings of Judah first, so that the honor of the house of David and of Jerusalem's inhabitants may not be greater than that of Judah. On that day, the Lord will shield those who live in Jerusalem, so that the feeblest amongst them will be like David, and the house of David will be like God, like the angel of the Lord going before them. On that day, I will set out to destroy all the nations that attack Jerusalem, and I will pour out on the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem a spirit of grace and supplication. They will look on him whom they have pierced, and they will mourn for him as one mourns for an only child. All right. So the context is end times. Jerusalem is being attacked by all nations. All nations that world is at war with Jerusalem, and God is protecting Jerusalem. And by the way, the house of David is still active and ruling over Jerusalem. All right, did this happen in the time of Jesus?
Okay, so are you talking about, like, how do you know that this...
Time of Jesus?
How do you know that this specific context is still...
Because that's the context.
Is still referring to this.
Because that's the context. That's the surrounding context. That's what's happening. All right. So there's war. Jerusalem is at war. All the nations are attacking it. And during this war, somebody will be pierced. Somebody will be dead. And the people of Jerusalem will be very sad when he dies in war. That's the context. Did that happen in Jerusalem? Did that happen with Jesus?
I don't know.
It didn't.
I don't know.
Didn't happen. So
Cool.
again,
But that doesn't.
not about Jesus.
Yeah, but
Next, do you have any
okay, but you don't
real
know that this is the
prophecies about
same
Jesus?
time. You don't know that this is the same
No,
time, though.
we do, because the same description given in Zechariah 12 meets a description given in Ezekiel's end time war eschatology about Gog and Magog. So
I know, but you
the
don't know
vision
that
given
this
in
specifically
Ezekiel
is referring to
matches the
that.
vision given in Zechariah 12. So again, does Jesus fulfill any of this?
Yes, he does, bro.
So
Okay.
Jerusalem was at war and all the nations attacked Jerusalem?
How do you know that this is referring to, like, physically?
Brother, physically? Are you serious? You're gonna say this is a spiritual? Everybody is spiritually attacking Jerusalem, and Jerusalem is spiritually scared?
I mean, I don't know, dude. Like,
yeah, there's no. Yeah, how we know that
so
is
was there
there's
no
no
war?
reason. This is how we know that. There's no reason to read that into the text unless we have good reason to suggest so. This is Jerusalem being attacked, war. The nations are coming against Jerusalem. It matches Ezekiel's eschatological end time days where Jerusalem is attacked and there's a war with Gog and Magog. We have no reason to think it's spiritual. You just want to spiritualize it because Jesus fails at fulfilling it. That's why you want to spiritualize it.
I mean, he doesn't necessarily fail at
No, he
fulfilling
fails.
it,
And
but
by the way, when it says pierced there, what do you
wanna
think
talk about
that's?
the Trinity?
1 second. When it says pierced there, what do you think it's referring to? The crucifixion, right?
I mean, Jesus. Probably, yeah.
Wrong, because the Gospel of John quotes it about the spear that was, or when they pierced Jesus' side on that cross. Not even
On
the
the
crucifixion.
On the cross? Wait, that's on the crucifixion. You just contradicted yourself.
Lord have mercy. I asked you if this is referring to Jesus being crucified, pierced, i.e. nails going through his hand.
No, you didn't, liar. You said that. Do you
All
think
right.
this is referring to
liar.
the crucifixion?
I'm a liar. All right. Anyways, you're low
are.
tier. You got baked. Do you have anything else you want to, of substance you want to talk about today?
Fine. Do you want to talk about the Trinity?
Sure. What do you want to talk about the Trinity?
Okay, so I believe in the Orthodox version of the Trinity. So,
all right,
monarchical. So I believe that Jesus is generated by the Holy Spirit eternally from the Father.
Is generated by the Holy Spirit?
Distinct persons.
You said he's generated by the Holy Spirit, or Jesus and the Holy Spirit are generated?
You just lagged out. What did you say?
So you said Jesus is generated by the Holy Spirit, or both Jesus and the Holy Spirit are generated?
No, he's generated by the Holy Spirit. So he's
Jesus
the source
is generated
from the Father.
by the Holy Spirit? Lord, hey,
like
my ortho bros, come anathemize this guy, man. he thinks that Jesus, the Father, and the Spirit generate the Son. Wow. I've heard of the filioque.
I never said that. Now you're putting words in my mouth.
I've heard of the Father and the Son generating the Spirit, but I've never heard of the Father and the Spirit generating the Son. That's a new one. All right.
No, this thing you just said is what I just said.
Nope, you said the Holy Spirit generated Jesus. These are your words.
If I did, that's not what I meant.
Okay, it's okay. You didn't mean that?
I never said that.
It's fine. I'm not gonna hold you to it if you didn't mean it. All right, it's okay. It's a slip of tongue, no problem. All right. So what about the Trinity?
Okay, so it's three persons that have one distinct essence. That's one being that eternally from the Father. An essence is something needs to be considered the thing.
It's something to be considered the thing? Wow,
no,
man,
something needs to be considered
something needs to be considered something. All right. Wow, man, that's not what such an exhaustive definition, man. It's really good. So
am I wrong?
So no, you're not wrong. You're just
am I wrong?
You're not wrong. Because I understand what you're trying to say. No, you're not wrong. You're just not saying it really in the best way. So what you mean is, in essence, is the set of essential properties that make a thing what it is, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, why is the Trinity not three gods?
Because it's the sharing in the essence.
All right, that doesn't answer my question. Why is a
So,
Trinity
yeah,
not 3 gods when we apply basic counting?
okay, so yeah, it would be 3 persons that share the single essence, so it would be 1.
Nice
It would always
poetry.
be 1.
And why would it not be 3 gods?
The reason it would not be 3 gods is because it's 3 hypostases and not 3 different essences. It's the same
Doesn't
essence.
answer the question. Sharing the same set of essential properties. Yeah, sharing the same set of essential properties doesn't magically make it 1 god. Me and you share the same set of essential properties, and yet we're not 1 human, are we?
Okay.
All right. So what makes the Trinity not 3 gods?
Wait, did you just compare humans to God?
No, I compare the way we count humans to the way we count gods. Yeah.
But we're thinking hypostasis.
And me and you are 2 hypostases of the human nature, and yet we're 2 humans.
Yeah, we have the human essence, right?
Right, and we're 2 distinct hypostases, and yet we're 2 humans. So why is the Trinity not 3 gods?
What? Okay, so the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit are all distinct from each other, not separated.
And you and me are distinct from each other, and yet we're 2 humans.
We're distinct from each other?
Mm-hmm. We're 2 distinct persons, are we not?
Distinct means no, because distinct means that can be separated.
No,
Maybe separate.
Distinction does not entail separation.
No, it means that you can't be separated. That's the whole point of it.
No, it doesn't mean that. And by the way, what is it when you say the persons are not separated? What does that mean?
So it means that you can't separate them from each other because it's one being.
But what does that mean? What does it mean to not separate them?
Like they can't be separated in essence.
And me and you are not separated in essence in that case.
Yeah, and guess what? We're still like.
Are we 1 human?
Actually, I'm not even gonna give it enough. No.
All right, so it just sounds like you have 3 gods.
No, we don't.
Okay.
Really stupid.
When we count things every day, how do we count things?
Actual argument.
When we count things, how do we count things?
Indeed.
Why are these 2 batteries and not 1 battery?
What do you mean by that?
Why are these 2 batteries and not 1 battery?
Because they're separated from each other, not distinct from each other.
What does it mean to be separated?
So separated as in, like, they're not the same fluidly thing. They're not the same, like, bodily thing.
They're not the same bodily thing? What does that even mean?
They're not the same. They're not the same objects.
Why are they not the same objects? Oh, because they're distinct.
They're not connected.
Oh, because they're distinct, right?
Is
the Father and the Son distinct?
I said yes, but I didn't say distinct.
Oh,
I said
okay. So then there's 2 gods, just like there's 2 batteries.
What? No, that's not what I said.
All right. So why is it 2 batteries and not 1 battery?
Because it's distinct.
Okay.
Because that is
the Father and the Son are
from each
distinct.
other.
The Father and the Son are different from each other.
Not in essence.
And these batteries are not distinct in essence. They're the same essence.
Are they different in essence?
No, they're the same essence.
Yeah, but they're both battery.
Right. And the Father and the Son are both God.
Okay, can you make an actual argument? This isn't an argument.
The argument is simple. If we counted the Trinity the same way we count everything else, we would count 3 gods. In virtue of our classical counting method requiring 2 axioms. That is, when you count, you assume the type of thing that you're counting and the individuation of, or the distinction of the units that you're counting. The Father, the Son, and the Spirit are all under the type God. the Father, the Son, and the Spirit are distinct. Therefore, we count 3 gods. Simple. Just counting, like 1 + 1 + 1 is 3.
Yeah, but it would be 1 times 1 times 1.
So you just fell into the heresy of modalism. Congratulations. Wow.
No, it's not modalism.
When you do 1 times 1 times 1, the first, the second,
you know what modalism is?
Yes, it's to say that there is
You really don't, because we wouldn't do it 3 times.
Oh Lord, it's to say that there is one person who takes on different modes. That's what modalism is, also known as Sabellianism, a very big thing in the early church. Anyways, so when you say 1 times 1 times 1 is more like how the Trinity is the first, second, and third one co-referential? Do they pick out the same thing?
Yeah.
Are the Father, Son, Holy Spirit co-referential?
What do you mean by that?
Do the
They pick
Father,
out the
Son,
same
and
thing. What do you mean by
Spirit
that?
pick out the same exact thing?
Pick out the same essence?
No.
Pick out the same. Yeah, pick out
The
the same
same
essence.
exact thing.
Correct.
Not pick
Are you
out the
talking
same
about
essence.
person?
Pick out the same exact thing. That is, when I say Father, am I by virtue of that saying Son as well? Or is the Father different, something else other than the Son? Huh?
Persons are persons because they have the essence.
Right, so they're not picking out the same thing. That's why if you do 1 times 1 times 1, it's modalism. Because the first and second and third one are co-referential. They pick out, they're identical to one another.
1 + 1 + 1 + 1. 1 + 1 + 1 also wouldn't work either because there's no essence there.
There is. Because when you're counting, you assume a type of thing. That's what you call the essence.
Okay, so if we have 3 batteries, right? And they all have an essence.
It's called the battery essence. There's 1 battery essence.
That would be 3. Yeah, listen. That would be 3 different batteries essences. But God
no, it's
has
not
1
3
battery.
different battery.
God has
it's
1.
not 3 different battery essences. That's gibberish. What are you talking
Yeah,
about? There's only one essence.
Okay,
There's
so-
only one whatness. There's 1 set of things that make something a battery. There's not multiple sets of things that make something a battery. There's only 1 set of things that make something a battery. And it is common between the distinct individual batteries.
Okay. Well, I believe that God can think in like 3 different.
So
like,
let me ask you in a very simple way. How many gods died on the cross? Huh?
I mean, 1, the hypostasis of Jesus.
Okay, so then in this context, God can be interchangeable with person, right?
No, that's literally the definition of modalists. That's literally the definition.
I
'cause it's
asked
putting
you how
modes upon
many.
God. It's like-
I asked you how many gods died. You said 1 god died. And when you say 1 god died,
Yeah.
all you mean is 1 person died, right?
Yes.
So
Because
then
1 person
in this
is equal to the essence
so
of
in
God.
this context, God is interchangeable with person, right?
No, these are 3 different distinct
All right.
persons.
So how
You
many
can't say
gods?
that.
So
That
how many
doesn't make
gods
sense.
died? So how many gods died?
Wait, you don't understand what you're saying. No, you
No,
don't understand what
you
you're saying
don't
because you're saying
understand.
that
How many gods died?
No, you think that this is God switching off, like literally switching off different modes.
No, it's not switching
The
off.
definition of modalism.
I asked you how many gods died. You said 1, right?
And I said 1.
All right. When you
Because the
say 1,
hypostasis of Jesus is
when you
equal
say
to that.
1, you don't mean all 3 persons. You don't mean the Trinity. You mean 1 person, right?
Yeah, but I also mean the fullness of God.
Okay.
There's also the essence of God.
The essence died?
On Jesus, yeah. No, the essence didn't die.
All right. So when you say
I'm just
1 God died, you're saying 1 person died, right?
Yeah.
All right. So in this specific context, God is interchangeable with person.
Okay.
All right. In that same
But
context where God is interchangeable with person, if there are three persons and there are three gods, right?
wait, let me make this straight. God doesn't change his consciousness to three different persons. That's modalism.
I didn't say change anything, dude. I'm just following
You
your
didn't?
tracks.
What?
You said
You're lying.
one God died, and what you mean by God is one person died, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's equal to the fullness of God. Yes.
If the word God here functions as person, then in that same function, if there are three persons and there are three gods, right?
I mean, yeah, you can use that ontology or whatever. You can
Hallelujah.
use
So now we have three gods. Thank you for coming, kid. There you go. You guys heard it, right? You guys heard it, right? You guys heard it, right? He said it, not me. He said it, not me. You see, guys? He said it. He said three gods. Wow, man. Wow. That's amazing, guys. That is amazing. If you guys haven't followed me yet, make sure you follow now. Turn on post notifications and live notifications so you're notified whenever I post. And whenever I go live, we got 1,000 people watching on YouTube, 1,000 people watching on TikTok, man. We having a good night, man. It's the second night of Ramadan. It's an amazing time. We're vibing, man, having nice conversations. So yeah, guys, follow me if you haven't already. And let's move on. All right. Hopefully this guy doesn't give me a brain tumor. Hello.
Yo, what's up, little Libby? What's up?
What's up, man? How can I help you?
Yeah, so you just can't claim that Christianity is false because you don't know what false means.
Oh, Lord. How can I help you today, sir?
Yeah, you just can't claim that Christianity is false because you don't know what false means.
Nice. How can I help you today?
Yeah, so like really responding or doing anything, little Libby.
Lord. To be false is to not correspond to reality. Does Christianity...
And what is reality?
Does Christianity correspond to reality?
And what's reality?
All right, man. Thank you for coming.
All right, concede.
I told you guys, these guys can't defend Christianity. What are you a Christian? What's a Christian? What is reality? You guys, these guys don't want to have conversations, man. They just want to mess around. I gave him an exhaustive definition. What is reality? What's false? Yeah, see, you can't defend Christianity.
Hello?
Hello, what's up? Are you a Christian?
Can you define Christianity? No, I'm trolling. But I said the real question though.
On God, I was about to drop you, bro.
No, yeah, I know. I'm trolling. I said the real question though.
What's up?
So I was on call my friend Raheem. We're watching this, and so I'm not Christian, but I do think that there's like different, like basically good arguments for both of them. And basically one good argument I have, or that for both of them, is like, if you think about it, everything has a cause. So what created God? Something created God. Go on and on and on. So at the end of the day, does not mean any like thing is possible. Like any one religion is possible.
I don't think everything has a cause.
So what created God?
That's the point. I don't think everything has a cause. God is the grounding reality of all things. He's a necessary being.
explain that more though, because I feel like he just created, he was always around.
You're only created if you are contingent, if you are a thing which comes to be, which is caused. God, by nature, is not contingent. He is not a thing that is caused by another. That's the whole point.
All right,
let me break it down for you.
Yeah.
When you go into a bakery, right?
Yeah.
Who bakes the baked goods in there? The pastries, the bread, and so on. Who bakes that?
Obviously, the baker, yeah.
And who bakes the baker?
I don't know. His mom made him. I would say no one bakes the baker.
I said who bakes the baker?
No one.
Why?
Because you can't bake a baker.
Wow, man, you got it. Just like you can't bake a baker, you can't cause the uncaused. That's simple.
That makes sense. Hey, thank you.
So what does that have to do with Islam and Christianity, though?
No, I was just wondering because in my thought process, from what I thought before was that something had to create God, and then that process goes on and on. So at the end of the day, you don't know where to start from.
God is the solution to that infinite regress. That's the point. You either have an infinite chain of caused things, or you have an uncaused thing at which the chain ends and causes all other things.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nah, I like your content though. I like you like roasting these bums. I'm not particularly on Christianity or Islam. I kind of like learn about both of them, but you give some good points.
All right, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Have a good one. Somebody said Lubiano is the unbaked baker. Hey, man. Welcome to the bakery, man. Let's see what else we got here, man. Hello. All right. This person left. How long have we been live for? Almost 3 hours, eh? Almost 3 hours. All right. Hopefully this guy is not a sophist.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's the most compelling evidence for Christianity?
What's the most compelling evidence for Christianity?
Yeah.
I think you have the burden of proof. He said Christianity is false.
Yep, because there is no evidence that I could observe for Christianity. So do you have any evidence for Christianity?
So the lack of evidence, the absence of evidence is just proof that Christianity is false?
Yep, I'm epistemically justified in thinking Christianity is false because I have no reason to think it's true. So do you have any reason for me to think it's true?
Yeah, so that's not really like an argument. That would be like an argument from silence. That's like a fallacy.
No, it's not an argument from silence. There is reason to think Christianity is true. Therefore, I'm justified in thinking Christianity is not true. Do you have any arguments for Christianity, dude?
Do you have an argument that Christianity is false?
Brother, are you going to engage or should I send you out?
Oh, man, this is so bad. Wait, so what's the argument that Christianity is false? Go ahead.
Lord, I'm going to repeat myself one more time. I am justified in epistemically, I'm justified in my epistemic conclusion that Christianity is false because I have not observed any good reason to think it's true. Does that make sense, sir? So I have a lack of belief in Christianity. I have not found any good reason to believe Christianity is true. Do you have any reason to convince me?
That's very interesting. So lack of evidence, therefore not true.
Is Buddhism true?
I'm sorry, what?
Is Buddhism true?
Is Buddhism true? No, I don't think so.
What's the argument for that?
What's the argument? Buddhism isn't true? I don't know. I don't really know about Buddhism.
So how'd you say it's false? Wow!
I didn't say it's false.
You just made it.
I didn't say it's
claim that
false.
it's false, and you don't have
I
an
didn't say
argument.
Buddhism is false.
Wow!
Are you hearing things?
You see how?
Wait, are you hearing things? I didn't say it was false. What are you talking about?
You did say it's false. You said it's not true. So again, I'm gonna ask again, dude. Stop wasting my time. Do you have any good, compelling evidence for Christianity?
Sure. Do you agree that Jesus ascended to God?
Ascended?
Do you think he's with Allah? Yes or no?
Yeah, and that's not evidence for Christianity because that depends on my system.
So would you like a formalized argument?
No, I'd like an argument that's independent of any other system. Because if you're going to depend on my system, then you must first assume my system, which negates the very point.
Listen, it's either the case I'm going to make an argument or you're going to make an argument. Which one you want to go?
Make an argument. Can you please give me evidence for Christianity? Guys, these people can't prove Christianity. What's the evidence for Christianity? Lord, have mercy. What's the evidence for Christianity, bro?
If Jesus resurrected, Christianity is true. Jesus resurrected, therefore Christianity is true. Which premise do you disagree? Go ahead.
Premise one. What's the
so just to clarify, you disagree with Quran 355?
For premise one?
Do you agree with Quran 355? Yes or no?
Quran has nothing to do with the argument you disposed. You said, if Jesus resurrected, therefore Christianity is true. If P, then Q. That's a modus ponens, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I reject if P, then Q. I reject that Q follows from P. Do you have an argument for why Q follows from P?
Sure. Jesus was a real historical person. We understand that at the time, Jesus was with people. Now, we understand that, since his unalivement, people's been saying that, yes, he's resurrected. So it's either going to be the case that these people were in a mass delusion, they were lying, or they were actually telling the truth. The two options would be less possible. I'm sorry, what?
I don't think you understood what I told you to justify.
Am I not justifying premise one?
No, you're not. You're saying, well, the resurrection must have happened. I'm not asking you to justify a resurrection. I'm asking you to justify that Q follows from P.
So you want the conditional.
Oh my God.
That's literally what I'm doing. That's literally what I'm doing.
You said if P, this is like me saying this, okay? If it rains, therefore I'm a millionaire. Does that follow?
If it rains, therefore I'm a millionaire? No, obviously not.
No, right? So there, the conditional is false, right? It doesn't work.
Wait.
So I'm asking you to justify that Q follows from P. If there's a resurrection...
Yeah, I can justify that. Go ahead.
Here it is. If there's a resurrection, why does that necessitate Christianity?
Because that's the core crux of the Christian doctrine and the faith.
All that means is that Christianity necessitates a resurrection, but I'm asking if the resurrection necessitates Christianity.
Of course, because if the resurrection didn't happen, Christianity would be false.
Lord,
would you agree? Yes or no?
All that means is that Christianity necessitates it, not that the resurrection necessitates Christianity.
In good faith, I don't think you're tracking.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm the one who's not tracking.
So So would it be like true dichotomy? Is either the case that if Jesus didn't resurrect, Christianity is false. If he did, Christianity is true?
Nope, that second part doesn't follow. If
okay, how does it not follow? Go ahead.
Christianity is not necessitated because there are other explanations that are distinct from Christianity for the resurrection of Christ.
Like what?
Like early forms of Christianity that you reject. Heretical forms of Christianity that you reject. Islam, Mormonism, many systems explain a resurrection. The resurrection doesn't necessitate Christianity.
Okay, can you expound on one of those heretical things that would necessitate a resurrection?
Islam, according to you, is heretical.
Islam?
Yep.
Oh, nice. So just to clarify, right?
So a resurrection proves Islam. In this
The
case.
resurrection proves Islam?
Or not that it necessitates it, but Islam could be an explanation of give an explanation that aligns with its system for the resurrection. So therefore, the resurrection does not necessitate Christianity. So
no, I think the resurrection disproves Islam, though.
It does not.
Wait, no, I think it does.
It does
so
not.
in Quran 3:55, do you agree that Jesus is with Allah? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is Allah above the throne?
I don't think that Jesus is spatially with Allah, if that's what you're asking. And yes, Allah is above the throne.
Wait, so just to clarify,
you see guys how he ran away now? But it's okay. I'll entertain it.
Wait, hold on. No, you're not going to run from this. Hold on.
No, it's okay. I said I'll entertain.
Wait. You're not going to run for this one.
Can you be quiet?
Wait.
Thank you. So I said, you see how he just gave up on proving Christianity. Now he wants to talk about Allah on the throne. It's okay. I'll entertain it. No problem. I'll answer his questions because I'll do charity, I guess. I'll be generous. But just to show you that Christians can't prove Christianity. Anyway, go ahead.
No, this has everything to do with me proving Christianity because I'm providing evidence for the conditional, whereas you gave a rebuttal, and now I'm actually explaining why that rebuttal doesn't stand.
The conditional that if resurrection, therefore Christianity?
Yeah, and you gave a rebuttal, and now I'm debunking the rebuttal. Am I not doing that?
So the rebuttal I gave is that Islam could explain the resurrection, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it does.
So you're saying Islam can't explain a resurrection?
No, because it contradicts your. It's a contradiction. I'll explain
all right,
it.
Provide that. Go ahead.
But when I try to explain it, you started like running and
no, it's okay. Provide it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, like I said before, we conclude that Allah's above the throne, right? Mm-hmm. Jesus, right? He's a created being, whereas Allah is. Right, he has no interaction or can't be with creation. Therefore, it would imply he's temporal, correct?
What does that mean?
I'm sorry, what?
What does that mean that Allah can't be with creation? What does that mean?
Yeah, he can't be how can I say, spatially located. Whereas if a created being is with Allah, that would imply spatial location, correct?
We believe God is spatially located.
I'm sorry, what? Say that again.
We believe God is spatially located. Hello, good morning, welcome to Islam.
Wait, what?
We believe God is spatially located. Hello, good morning. So, can you continue?
Wait, so so he's in time?
God acts in succession in temporal succession. Yeah, and he's spatially located. Do you have an argument against that?
Oh shit.
Oh wow. Good morning, man. Hello, welcome to Earth.
Yeah, good morning. Wake up and smell the coffee. Wait, I didn't know that. I didn't know that you believe God is within time. Isn't that like heretical?
So watch, guys, how I'm gonna expose this guy as a false Aristotelian philosopher who doesn't actually believe in God and believes in the God of the Greeks instead of the God of the prophets. Okay? When God tells me that he created in 6 days, I believe him. When God tells me that he created Adam before Eve, I believe him. When God tells me that he has yet to judge mankind and he's currently not judging mankind, I believe him. When God tells me that he did X first and then he did Y first, I believe him. But you believe in eternal rock that doesn't change, that can't move, like an eternal stone. That's what you think. But I think my God can act in time. He could have successive acts. I believe that he created Adam before Eve. I think that he's going to judge us in the future, like the prophets described God. He created in 6 days, and he rested on the seventh, as the Torah says. Well, really, the meaning there is he ceased from work on the seventh. But yeah, we believe in the God of the prophets. I know you believe in the God of Aristotle, but that's not what we believe. So yes, God is above the throne, like David describes him, like Isaiah describes him, like Jesus describes him. As a matter of fact, can you recite the Lord's Prayer for me?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Recite the Lord's Prayer for me.
Oh, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Our Father who art where?
Our Father who art in heaven.
Oh, he's in heaven?
Yeah, what's the problem?
But I thought he's not spatially extended.
What?
Is he in heaven or not?
Is he in the heavens?
Yep.
God is omnipresent, sir.
So he's not in heaven, he's everywhere?
Sir, I just said he's omnipresent, sir.
All right. So is he in heaven or is he everywhere?
He's in the heavens. His Holy Spirit is within us. He's omnipresent, sir.
All right. Is he by essence omnipresent, or is he just by his energies omnipresent?
When you say by his essence is omnipresent, what do you mean by that?
God as a subject himself, is he somewhere? Is he above the throne, above the heavens, or is he in essence literally everywhere? Not just metaphorically, but literally everywhere. Like he's in front of me, he's behind me, he's in my pocket, he's under my underwear, he's literally everywhere. Is that what you think?
Yeah, so I believe like his omnipresence would supersede like creation, and implying that he's like everywhere. Whereas he's not like, how could I say this? He's not like physically located in your pocket. Like I don't know what that means, right? Whereas I say if he's omnipresent,
So where
yes,
is
he occupies
so where
everything.
is he?
I'm sorry, what?
If he's not literally everywhere, and he's only everywhere in virtue of his energies, like his sight, he sees all things, he sees everywhere, he hears, he knows about every place. Okay, cool, I believe that too, but where is he himself? Is he somewhere?
He's not. He's when you say where is he?
Does he
I
have
don't
a
know what you mean by
location?
that. And also, by the way, how do we even get to this conversation?
Because you said, is Allah, that means Allah is spatially extended. I said, yes, Allah is spatially extended, and you started having
Wait,
a
no,
tumor.
I mean, you already said like he's spatially located. I mean,
is your God spatially located?
wait, so just to clarify, right? Whereas, yes, I would believe that the Son, when he came in the flesh, yes, I would refer to him in the flesh being spatially located because he was a man.
And where's the Father?
Is that a contradiction?
Where's the Father?
Is that a contradiction?
Well, we could talk about whether the hypostatic union is a contradiction or not. But where's
what's
the
the contradiction, sir?
Well, we can get to that. I just want to know where the Father is.
Where's the Father?
Does he have a location?
He's omnipresent, sir.
So the Father is literally under my foot right now?
He's not spatially, physically located under your foot. When I say,
that's what I'm asking about. I'm asking about his spatial location. Does he have a place, or is he nowhere? He's nowhere?
I don't think that's a true dichotomy.
It's either he's somewhere or nowhere. It is a true dichotomy.
I would say, like I said, his omnipresence occupies everything.
All right, is he under my foot? Is your God under my foot now?
He's not physically, literally under your foot,
all right,
sir.
So where is he literally?
Oh my goodness. Are we going to play this game? You want to play this game?
I just want to know where your God is literally. Is he nowhere? Does he exist? Or is he somewhere?
So just to clarify, you're, how can I say?
Because I could have sworn Jesus says he's in heaven. So I don't know if you follow Jesus or if I follow Jesus, but he says he's in heaven on his throne. Do you believe that or no?
Yeah, I believe he's in heaven. Yeah, like I said,
so
he
God
has the
does have a place. So he is spatial.
Yeah, he's glorified. Yeah, he has a physical body. He's glorified.
So the Father has a physical body?
The Father has a physical body?
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't believe that.
All right, so is the Father somewhere or nowhere?
I already said he's everywhere, dog.
Is he under my foot?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Is he under my
foot? What do you mean by is he under my foot?
You said he's everywhere. Under my foot is a somewhere, which is included in the everywhere. So is he under my foot? Dude, what are you doing? Like
I was laughing because it was funny.
All right, so is the Father under my foot or no?
He's not physically under your foot, so I'd say no.
All right, so where is he literally or physically, whatever that means?
Yeah, like I said, when I say like, when I mean he's omnipresence, that would not entail that he's like physically in place X, Y, and Z.
So he's nowhere.
When I say he's omnipresent, I would just mean that like,
all right, so
he's
then
like he transcends time.
Oh, so he's nowhere. He transcends place and time, right?
So just to clarify, if something's out of time, does that mean that they don't?
Means it has no time. It means it's timeless.
Do things that are timeless don't exist?
No, yeah, they don't exist. There's
nice. So just to clarify,
there's no such thing as timeless.
1 plus 1 equals 2, right? Is that fit? Can I touch? As a matter of fact, can I touch the number 1 in time?
That's an abstract reality. You think your God is
abstract? It timeless? Wait,
you think your God is abstract?
Wait, just to clarify.
When we talk about things that exist,
no, you blundered.
We're talking about
you blundered.
You blundered. We're talking about concrete.
Wait, hold on. Can you physically touch the number 1? Yes or no?
I'm answering your question now. Would you like to shut up and answer, or listen to me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So when we talk about things that exist, we're referring to concrete realities. No concrete reality that is mind independent, that is extramental, can exist without time and space. If you mean just concepts and abstract notions that are mind dependent and grounded inside of a mind, then no, because they're not things to begin with that are outside of the mind. They're just concepts. Do you think your God is a concept?
So just to clarify, is a
Is your God
concept
a
immaterial?
concept?
Is a concept immaterial?
Yes, it is. Is your God a concept?
Wait, hold on. So the unicorn
Is your
that's in my
God a
mind,
concept?
is it in time? Does it have spatial location?
No, it's a concept. Is your
So
God
is
a
it timeless?
concept?
Wait, hold on.
Right,
Wait,
it's a
the concepts
concept.
exist and they're timeless, yeah?
Yeah, because they're concepts.
Exactly. So things can exist
All right.
without time.
Is your God a
Congratulations.
concept? Is your
Nice
God
blunder.
a concept? Is your God a concept?
Yo, that was easy.
Is your
Wait,
God
hold
a
on. So just to
concept? Is your
clarify,
God
right?
a concept?
No, of course not.
Oh, okay. All right. So
What's your point?
Concrete things. Your God is concrete, right?
My God is concrete.
Is your God concrete
or
abstract?
I just said he's timeless. That doesn't mean that he's a concept.
Is he abstract or concrete?
You could have mind independent, timeless things such as God.
All right, give an example.
God, duh.
That begs the question. That's the very thing.
How's that begging the question?
Because that's the very thing in question. So, can you give me anything that's concrete and has no time or no place?
Sure. We would how can I say? We would define the universe as space, time, and matter as a whole. Whereas if God is the uncreated creator, he existed before time, therefore he's timeless.
The universe is a set. Can you give me an example of a concrete thing that exists outside of time and place?
Oh wait, so just to clarify, I already refuted that. Now you're asking.
Can you give an example of a concrete thing that exists yet is timeless and has no place?
A thing that is concrete, especially located, that's within time. I can't. What are you talking about?
Oh, so your God is not concrete. He's a concept.
I already said he's timeless, dork.
Oh, so he's a concept, right?
He's the. Wait. That's not even.
Is your
true
God a
dichotomy.
concept?
I already gave my evidence.
Is your God an abstract?
I already gave my
notion
evidence that God is a mind-independent, timeless being.
Guys, the Christian God.
Oh my God, you're so bad.
Is a figment of imagination. Wow.
You're so bad.
He only exists in your imagination. He's just a concept in the mind.
Wait, hold on. No. That does not follow,
Welcome
bro.
to Christianity, where your God is your imaginary friend that exists timelessly as a concept in the brain.
Did I not give a formal argument how God is a mind-independent, timeless being? Yes or no?
All right. And can you give me an example of a concrete thing that is timeless and without place?
A concrete thing that is timeless?
Yes.
A thing that's concrete.
Why are
cannot
you
be timeless.
stuttering? Oh, okay. So your God is not concrete.
Holy moly, guacamole.
Is your God
he exists timeless.
Guacamole, is your God concrete?
No, but he still exists.
Wow.
I already gave.
Wow, guys. That's called special pleading. That's what it's called.
Okay, so I'll give an argument. I'll give an argument.
Now it's time for you to be quiet because you blundered so hard. You shit yourself.
You blundered.
Can you be quiet now? Let me explain to you what's going on, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
This guy just said that only concrete things exist in time and have a place. And he says his God is timeless and not spatial. Therefore, his God is not concrete, which means his God is a concept. Imaginary friend.
No, that doesn't follow.
Hello, I have an imaginary friend in my head. That's the Christian God. It's an imagination. You imagine Christian God.
Did I not give an argument? Did I not give an argument? Did I not give an argument of a mind-independent, timeless being?
No, you didn't give an argument.
Okay, so I'll do it again.
I said, what's the example that a concrete thing can exist without time and space?
Yeah, I'm going to give an argument how a thing can exist timelessly, and mind-independent, and not just a mere concept. I already explained it, right? So, yeah, premise one, we would define this is not the premise one, but we define a universe as space, time, and matter as a whole. Whereas
the universe is a set, right?
If God exists...
So the universe is a set, right?
It's a set. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the set of all things that exist.
Right. So the universe is not an object itself. It's just a descriptor of all objects, right?
A descriptor of all objects?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Well, all right. Okay. So the universe is not an object. All right. Continue now.
All right. Well, so If God exists, then he's the uncreated creator. God exists, therefore he's the uncreated creator.
Wait,
That
wait,
would
wait,
mean
wait,
that
wait,
time
wait.
exists.
Slow down. If God exists, what?
If God exists, then he's the uncreated creator.
Uncreated creator. All right.
God exists, therefore he's the uncreated creator.
Beautiful.
When I refer to creation, I refer to things that are temporal, spatial, whereas in
I
God, he would
reject
be
that.
non.
I reject that. Why is it that only creatures have to be temporal, as in act successively in time and have a space? What's the argument for that?
Yeah, because I would say like all contingent beings occupy space and are finite.
Yeah, you just
They're
repeated
limited
the,
to
you
time.
just repeated the assertion.
Do you
What's
not
the
agree? Wait,
argument?
hold on.
What's no,
Do
I
you-
don't
do you
I
not
don't
agree?
agree. I just told you I think God acts successively and God has a place. So what's the argument that only created things have a place?
Yeah. All things that are observed, which are finite contingent, have spatial and temporal reality. Therefore, all things that exist
Doesn't follow.
that are contingent. Yes,
Doesn't
it does.
follow.
Yes, it does.
Just because all things that we observe have this property true of them, it doesn't mean that this property can be true of something we can't observe.
Yeah, I would just use the Bayesian epistemology to justify my claim.
Bayesian my bum cheeks. You don't even know what Bayesian epistemology is. Brother, you don't know nothing. You literally don't know anything. You came up here with false confidence and you got wrecked on everything you brought.
No. You're
Now
being rhetorically dominated and you're being like...
Go away and worship Aristotle while I will worship the God of the prophets. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow, man. Imagine getting wrecked this hard. Believing in an eternal rock that can't move, exists nowhere, doesn't experience time, it just exists nowhere, has one eternal act like a freaking robot. These guys believe in an eternal rock, stone. The God of these people is a stone in the mind that doesn't move, that doesn't speak, that doesn't interact. It's just an eternal stone. That's what these people believe in. Wow, guys. That's amazing. That's amazing. Alhamdulillah, we Muslims don't believe in an eternal stone that's disabled, right? We believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks. He could start speaking. He could stop speaking. He's not a mute rock, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is above his throne. That's his place. He exists in reality. He's real. He's not a figment of our imagination. He blesses whom he wants. He takes away blessing from whom he wants. He can hear me now. He could hear me tomorrow, and he could hear you yesterday, right? He hasn't yet judged. He will judge in the future. He has successive actions, right? This is what we believe in. We don't believe in an eternal disabled stone that only exists in your mind. That's funny, man. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum, Ammo.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Yeah, we're not doing this. Sorry, I feel bad, but we're not doing this. She's gonna stay here. She's gonna want gifts. 60% of TikTok, 60% is gonna be taken to TikTok. Like 15% is gonna go to me. And yeah, so I'm sorry, I apologize, but and you're underage as well. I can't bring you up. Anyways, guys, we've been live for 3 hours and a half. That concludes today's live stream. We finally did a live stream both on YouTube and on TikTok for the first time. It was successful. The audio was transferred through. So thank you guys. That's marks day 1 of the Ramadan streams. We will be live every single night, deconstructing Christianity, Judaism, other views and other worldviews, and defending Islam and giving dawah to people, teaching people. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in, for showing up. You guys are amazing, man. Thank you so much for always being there. If you haven't followed me already, make sure you follow me now. Turn on post notifications and live notifications if you haven't done so already. And just remember, the course, the Christianity Decoded Ramadan course, the deadline is tomorrow. So if you haven't signed up for that, if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do that as soon as possible. You'll find that on my YouTube community posts and Instagram and so on. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Have an amazing fast. Make sure you pray Taraweeh. Make sure you are not cussing, not using swear words. Make sure you're reading the Quran. Make sure you use your time wisely. Wallahi, the time that you lose is very important and it doesn't come back. So make sure you do that. And I'll see you guys. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. All right, we closed the TikTok live and now I'm gonna close